I might try maybe Okawaru just to gift me a hand cannon. Maybe I gotta do something to get it easier to get a hand cannon. Uh, Vampires, are they in here? Should be in with the hard races. Oh, there they are. Monk. It doesn't recommend one, but I'll go with one anyway because they start with the most decks. I'll start with like Falchion or whatever. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna get skills in it. So I want fighting, dodging. Yes, I might start with like 5 dodging. So I start with 16 decks, which is pretty good. Oh, I think I can open this. They also start with the Orb of Light, which is good at the start, but eventually you'll get a ranged weapon, so you won't really be able to use it right. But it's not a bad start, I think. Not Mummy Chaos Knight. I feel like I haven't done a Mummy Chaos Knight. I do feel like that might be the hardest combo. That was Faith. Sure. You know, Faith is not bad with Okawaru. It would give me more gifts. I'll put it on, whatever. Feel a strange surge of divine interest. Just gotta fight a god though first. Don't need a ring of fire. I'm not like a mummy or something that starts with needing to put one of those on. To fix up their resist, because the mummies don't start with the best resist ever. Pair of boots +2, that's good. That should help keep me alive. So as a vampire, I start off in the blood form, right? Or whatever it is. Not the bloodless one. Oh, Hairflare, Quantum, Wujian, Jiva. Wujian doesn't quite work with an archer, unless I want. And I definitely got to be an archer to use a hand cannon. I mean, Jiva might eat it if there's a head cannon. Let's get the decks. You know, I'm gonna try something that I've done before. I'm gonna exsanguinate. I'm gonna turn into a bat. I'm not sure if this is a sensible idea. Oh, maybe not. I was gonna like try and dive down and get a temple, but maybe this is not a sensible plan. Can you in-game look up the hand cannon? I certainly can. There it is. So it's 16 base damage. I think it's pretty similar to a hand crossbow. It's it's a two-handed weapon. Wait, that's not similar to a hand crossbow. Wait, but if hand crossbows are gone, then is there no longer one-handed range weapons? Oh, it's probably debatable. You said mummy monk based on hold on, let me see if I can bring that up. Based on this one, it's are you sick of casualization? Do you wish you had a real challenge for a hardcore player such as yourself? While seeing no further, this winter, Journey will change your life. It can dug so hard it will make you manly vigor wither forever. So it's horribly monstrous. It has been banned by the natty state. It's literally have no life anymore. Wait, what is this challenge? I can see some dungeon crawl things. Oh, the rules. These are the rules. No weapons, no invocables, no amulets. Oh. No body armor? No Banyu? What's a Banyu? Isn't that a creature? No gods, no magic, only mummy monk? I don't know how you'd win that. Oh, you had to gather these 6 runes? And abolish the Tyrannus Iron Rune first? What would you, cause if you had no god, no weapons, no invocables, yeah. Bet you mess you up though, I think they would. Yeah, I imagine so with no things. Huh. Wait, is there even more to it? I might not look at the whole thing, but that looks like it would be a fairly impossible challenge. I mean, getting the Iron Rune first is enough for a challenge on its own. Don't need to go with no weapons. Okay, is this guy getting attacks of opportunity on me? I think so. I really feel like maybe diving down here was not a great idea, but hey, I'm gonna keep to the plan. So it's level 4 or later for the temple. Hmm. Uh, if I run to a dead end, I'm in big trouble, which I did just run to a dead end. Yeah, I think this is a bad idea, trying to dive down and get the temple that way. Okay, let's just go up. Uh, I just wanted to try it because I kind of have done that before and it's worked okay, but apparently not this time round. I must be lucky with finding gods and stuff because I've done it in bat challenge runs that I didn't quite manage to win them, but I did try that. I might just revivify myself. Unfortunately, I do have to get my health back after a little while, but that's fine. It reminds you of the YouTubers who attempted to beat Pokemon without taking any damage? Wait. Wouldn't that basically mean making sure your enemies didn't get turned? So I guess there are abilities to stop you taking damage from certain things, right? Hmm. I don't want to potion face. I know like people beat lots of games without taking damage and it can get kind of ridiculous. I might grab these identifiers so I know about those early on. Do you want this rapier of awkwardness? It does flaming. Probably not. I mean, I might if I get lots of money for whatever reason. What was a silence? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. There's a stat drain when you, is it when you leave bat form or maybe when you go into bat form? Something like that. Uh, I gotta wear that one off as well. Right. So bat form is just really not worth going into, really. It seems. Unless you're trying to do a challenge where you already become a bat. Because I've done that before with like Maclib. And you just try and kill everything with Maclib invocations while you're a bat. Oh, there's probably Robin in here. Oh no, actually no, I don't think there is. I think this is just a vault full of goblins. Yeah, okay, that's just a vault full of goblins. I've done that one before. I guess you can fly over terrain and stuff. You certainly can as a bat, and it is fairly fast. So I thought maybe it would be useful for getting a god early on because you could just fly down to the temple, but it seemed to be a bit risky of running into dead ends. I mean, it had worked for me before, but yeah, I think it's a little bit risky. All right. Because getting a god nice and early, like on the, I don't know, this first or second level of the dungeon effectively by diving down as a bat would maybe help you out, but I don't know if it's, I think it's too much risk for what you really get. What was I getting? I might just get more fighting and a bit of dodging. And then probably I'll get some ranged weapon skill after that. What is this? I got, oh, an acquirement. Maybe that will give me a ranged weapon. Um, It'll probably just be random weapons, won't it? With a bias towards long blades. Wait, I've got -2 in range weapons? I didn't realize it was quite that bad, but that's probably fine. You know, I might try the range weapons now. I'm not gonna look at that acquirement. Maybe I should look at that acquirement. Is that based on when you pick up the acquirement, the effects it gives, or when you first look at it? I think it's when you first look at it, right? So I want to have a bit of range weapon when I first look at it. Is that how it works? I don't know. I don't know entirely how these requirements work. But usually it doesn't matter. Usually you just want to look at them as soon as you find them. But yeah, this character's not actually spec'd into the skills they use. Oh, there's a Sing of Flaming. That could be good. You know what? I might look at it, see what it's offering. It's offering a sword, right? A helmet of 7 decks, but minus fire resist. Helmet of Silly Liberty? That's a little silly. Oh, it's got 3 slang on it as well. Or a ring of resist electric, resist corrosion, and magic points. That helmet is super tempting, but it's got minus fire resist on it. Hmm. Which I could kind of turn into minus cold resist with one of those rings of fire or something. But it does give 7 decks and also some slaying. Right, got some invisibility. I can't use that right now while I've got this orb on, but I won't have this forever, so... Whoa, there's Robin. Should be able to use it eventually. I think this is fine. I'm gonna get a number of these guys thrown at me. Hold on, this might not be the best. No, it should be fine actually. Maybe. Robin has a +2 helmet, which is probably an improvement over what I've got. And also a wand of flame. It's probably a good thing I didn't put the minus fire resist on just yet. I can definitely grab that helmet. I think that was on offer was also a helmet, right? I mean, the ring is definitely good. The ring might be the most sensible option. It's just kind of a shame not be able to use something that offers so much dex. Might try an ambrosia. Yeah, that seemed to be early enough that it still worked. Wait, oh, I got robust right away. I managed to finally get off my penalties from going bloodless for a while there. Do I have boots? Yeah, I thought I might actually. I'm gonna look at this again. So, I mean, 3 slaying 7 decks is pretty huge, but harm would mean if I took fire damage, I'd just die. It certainly is a silly helmet. Unless Gozak. But Gozak probably wouldn't give hand cannons though, right? Hmm. I mean, I might be able to switch away from Okuwaru later, but I think I definitely want to go with Okuwaru for quite some time. Oh, ow. I don't know if I can charm this guy 50%. Uh, I'll try whack it again. That was not the best. Maybe I shouldn't have just wandered up to that ogre. I should put on the second ring of protection. That should definitely help me out. A 16 protection, which is not too bad. I'll probably end up losing some later on as I swap to other things. Oh, I do need a cloak, I believe. I don't know about my enchant weapon yet. Alright, that's fine. I don't think I can get a cold resist. Oh no, that's not right. Can I just charm this guy? Come on. That's 2 attempts failed. There we go, that worked. Okay. That's looking fine. I was better worried about the Oak Priest there for a second. I wouldn't want it to, because the ice beasts are fairly slow to kill. I should actually check for, I should actually just check for weapons in general. Right, I can't afford that sling, but I'll probably grab it at some stage. Oh, you can just walk away from ogres for they swing slow, that's right. I think that still works, doesn't it? Those poison resist electric speed hand axe, that might be alright. This is 1.1 attack delay, 11 damage. This is also 11 damage, but it's it's not branded really. 0.8 attack delay, so this axe is better. I don't want to go with the shining one. That's not the plan. The shining one doesn't give 10 crossbows. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I think the attack of opportunity changes don't really change that, do they? They just mean that, There's some risk of the ogre catching back up to you, but it's not a huge risk. So that would probably be a good idea if I met more ogres, just step away from them after they attack me. What is in this little room down here? Looks like there could be something scary in there. I might try go take a look. There could just be an altar. Actually, that could be really good. That could be an altar. I should probably try and get in there. Oh, if I can. That's a very well guarded level though. Hey, it's Okawaru. I think I'll go with Okawaru. Come on, Okawaru. Give me a hand crossbow. You know you want to. I got the faith on to build up the piety fast, and I started as a monk, so that should really help. Getting me towards those gifts quicker. And there's the actual temple. Might not have even had Okawaru. I'm going to go with a potion. Curing. Excellent. I can afford a +4 sling of flaming. Suppose I could go with that. I mean, it's definitely better than nothing. 0.8 attack delay, 12 damage. I'll look at this one. So 1 attack delay, 14 damage. Oh yeah, it's acceptable. And it's ranged. Oh, down on Juvesa. I'll bring them into this corridor. Alright, there we go. They didn't seem too bad at all. Ooh, marked. I'm gonna try and get back up the staircase. I don't think I've got any way of getting rid of marks yet. Certainly I've got cancellation and certainly I've got quicksilver. And I don't have Yars either. So yeah, I think that's all the different ways of getting rid of Mark. And I probably want to Yars myself because that comes with a malmutation. Generally you have to be like a mummy or something to want to Yars yourself. And I mean that makes a lot of sense because mummies can't drink the potion of cancellation, right? Got a shield here. But hand cannons were like two-handed or something, maybe? At least that seemed to be claiming it was two-handed. There's lots of spells. I don't think I really care. Let's oh, something. We've got blink in them, but I don't care just yet. But I should probably come back for spells that look interesting at some stage. Alright. 3 pits of piety means still heroism, which I should probably actually get that heroism nice and usable. Let's just get like 4 aptitude or something. And that should definitely help. Oh, portal projectile. Yeah, that's definitely a thing to go with as well, isn't it? I mean, that book there's got it in. Can I just add that to my shopping list? I'm not sure if I can add it from there. I probably actually have to go to the book to add it, but no, that's not a bad idea either. So yeah, I've definitely got spells for later on. I think I'm good at hexes, right? I got a +4 attitude in hexes, whereas my transvocation is -2. So I could probably get portal projectiles without too much trouble due to that hex skill. I was definitely after Dex, bringing out to 20. That's probably helps the damage of the thing. 15 damage, 0.9 attack delay. Yeah, I mean, the sling is getting actually pretty good for a sling. I guess it's got the flaming damage on it as well. I can do a potion. I've got a potion of magic. I don't have a use for that just yet. Oh, Joseph. He's got +3 leather armor, fire resist. I probably want that. Oh no, there's a centaur as well. Hold on, let's just bring Joseph back. I don't think the centaur noticed me. Oh no, there it is. Just do a little bit of heroism. Alright, now I could go take his armor, so, it'll slow my attack slightly, but it doesn't really matter, so let's just put that on. Yeah, I mean, that armor class still looks fine. What have we got here? We got a short bow, probably not any good. 12 damage, nah. And 2-handed as well, so I wanted to keep my orb going at the moment. That was enchant armor, I might have something for that. Got a cloak, is that about it? I think it's about, yeah. Oh well, I'll put on my cloak, I guess. Become a hex slinger? Yeah, probably. If I get the hexes, I've got a sling, so I basically become a hex slinger, except with more decks. I mean, I actually haven't picked up the spells yet because I can afford them, or probably wouldn't want to get them cast. But what did I just see on the ground there? There was like, I don't know, it wasn't anything too special though. Oh, it was a green book. That's what I saw. Yeah, okay. I saw something green. I was like, what on earth is that thing? But no, it's a book. That makes sense. Can I kill these yaks? I'm gonna try. Right, they're reasonably tough, but I did kill that one. What do I want to get? I want to get... Yeah, 10 is good with fighting. 10 is good with dodging. Okay. 15 is probably good with the rage weapons. Let's just try and get all those ones up to something a bit more reasonable. Look at the piety. Oh, well, it's already in gift range, isn't it? Excellent. No, that's good. You would have run like cake from the death yak? Yeah, I mean, I'm getting reasonably deep in the dungeon, so I don't know. I did use a heroism, but it seemed okay. I definitely didn't want to fight all of them, but yeah, I think they are pretty scary. Oh, what have we got? Got Cloak of 2 willpower. I mean, I definitely charted my other one, but I probably do want some willpower. That's an okay gift. It's not a hand crossbow though. That's actually a pretty good gift. Willpower is definitely nice and useful. Okay, there's another yak. Uh, Start by putting on the heroism. Oh, right. Right, Death Yak does seem a bit tough. Can I put on the finesse? Yes. I hope that's good enough. Right, so I've learned that I can't really fight these Death Yaks, unless I have both, like, finesse and heroism on, and even then it's quite tough, which also brought me down below the point where I get gifted. That's a bit of a shame. Right. So many more of these Death Yaks. I'll try this one with just the heroism on. Wait, where is it? What? I thought it noticed me, but oh, it might not have. Oh, there it is. It's behind me now. Yeah. Okay. Uh. Oh, I might have to teleport out here, unfortunately. 'Cause that's Erica. I don't need poison resistant, Jesus. Splashing me with some venom. Can I just go downstairs? This level's absolutely terrible. Let's not be on that level, I think. Hmm. I got cured, I think. Unfortunately. See if I have to put on any buffs, but it doesn't look like it good. I can grab a Cura out. That might be good against Death Yaks because they're not resistant to poison or anything, so it should work on them. Should I? Because I'll probably bump into those Death Yaks again when I start coming back to do the lair. Are those all two-headed ogres? I guess so. They don't have weapons though, so they're not too bad. I don't remember the two-headed ogres, well, the ogre zombies and stuff punching particularly hard. Like I've checked it before, yeah, punches for 16 damage. It's not too bad. I mean, that's just basic ogre, not too headed or anything. But still, it's a lot less than when they actually have a weapon. I think most of their damage does come from their weapon. Uh, well, there's a big shield, but I doubt I'm going to be able to use that. Oh, I will see where this way up goes. It'll probably get surrounded by like death yaks or something if I'm not careful. Oh, ow. Oh, that's particularly bad. I might put on the heroism to give me some defenses, and then I'll try an ice blast. Because I'm certainly not going to be doing any damage with that -8 corrosion, right? That's a maybe better bow. I'll take a look at it. It's an orc bow, so it's two-handed. It does 18 damage, 1 attack delay, compared with 15 damage plus flame, 0.9 attack delay. No, it's not really quite competitive. Okay. Uh, okay, so Yaks are reasonably tough as it turns out. That's not too much of a surprise. What is this ghost? Threes ghost. They're a no monk. They look like they picked up some spells. So 2% on like slow and cold elimination. They got Sandblast Blink. 20 damage. They got more health than me. They look reasonably tough. I think I just leave them for now. Go find myself a way downstairs. Let's see what this is. Cancellation. Stealth. I can't even look at that helmet just because it's such a silly little helmet, but it would be nice. I know, I've already got a +2 helmet, so it wouldn't give me any more extra AC. It would just give me a bunch of dex and slaying and a -5 resist. Do it? Sure, let's do it. I mean, it's harm, but sure, let's do it. It's a silly little helmet, but it does bring my damage up to 20. Man, imagine having this thing with a hand crossbow though, or hand cannon. That would be kind of hilarious, I think. Uh, There's like two-headed ogres in here. That's a lot of two-headed ogres. Oh, an ugly thing as well. No, but I think I'll just leave those ones be. Oh, and a ball to beat. Oh yeah, there's all sorts of stuff. I don't. Can I go upstairs? Probably. Oh, it's Maggie, right? She got a steam dragon armor. I'll just buff up. Does she do fire damage? Yes. Okay. You know what? I might have to put on 2 fire resist rings actually on second thoughts. Uh, so I actually got 1 fire resist. All right. Probably shouldn't leave myself with a minus core resist. I think I just replaced the wrong ring. I replaced the protection ring with a protection ring. I have the hold on. I fired this on actually. That's not as bad as I thought. This armor, this helmet kind of works. Ooh. Uh, you thought I had fired this armor? Yeah, I kind of forgot about that one, but no, that makes sense. Now that I've got that one, so I can actually have neutral resist with this on and still hit things really hard with my sling. Uh, Certainly doesn't feel quite as bad as running around with no resist, well, negative resist fire. Right, well, it's dungeon level 10. I guess I just go to the left. Oh, hey there, Erica. I have some mind burst? No, I don't. That's only 30%. I have some. I don't know if that makes much difference. Might try my sling. That seems to do a trick. So I got gifted a throwing weapon, javelin, I think. It's model death yaks. That's not gonna work. Wow, there's still like 6 of these guys left. Um, sure, that's a lot of them. So I got gifted a robe of fire resist. -2 dex. Probably not with the -2 dex, but I wouldn't mind a robe of fire resist. That's just absurd. Yeah, there's a lot of death yaks. I mean, it says they're guarding the lair, but still, dungeon level 8 shouldn't have this many death yaks on it. Surely not. Uh, well, I guess I'm actually doing a bit better against them now. I think. Um, Gotta be careful not to get all my staircases covered in death yaks. I guess at this point. Where are the rest of them? I know there's still more death yaks on this level. Uh, I just explored the level again. There we go. There's one of the death yaks. Oh, there we go. There's another one of my death yaks for me to fight. Oh, in fact, that's all the death yaks. Let's just speed up a staircase, alright. Preoccupied? I mean, kind of, but I'm also having to use heroism to fight them, which I think, since it got increased in price, is costing about the same amount as I'm getting back from them, but I might not be too bad. I guess they are counted as, like, extremely dangerous, right? So that might actually be giving me back more piety. Actually, no, they could be free piety. Uh, guess so. Well, guess we'll see, because they do, it does say Oakwar is extremely pleased. No, so that probably is not too bad, I guess. Scroll of Poison is decent in Curari. Oh, that's true. I've got one Curari they can use on it. And I've got how many Scrolls of Poison? 4. Right. No, that could work. If I was like on my staircase already, so I didn't have to run around, I could do the Scroll of Poison. Although I might as well just do this place for now. But no, that probably should be trying to poison up some of those death yaks. That might have stopped me needing the heroism. Not the heroism. Oh yeah, the heroism. Uh, I do need gloves. Actually, those are useful, and I've got no enchant armor. Unfortunately, I used the one I did have on my cloak with as a boulder beetle. Let's definitely poison that one up. There we go. So I was gifted a kite shield of rampage resist corrosion. Still not quite right there, Okawaru. That's not a hand cannon. I'm gonna see what the scroll is. Fog. I got most of the stuff that's important to know about early on, I think. And slang seems to do a pretty good job. I guess the extra slang and stuff and what is it? Harm seems to do the trick. Ooh. No, Elizabeth's gonna get to me at the same time. That's not right. I don't want to fight a shark and a hornet because then the hornet could paralyze me and the shark could finish me off. That's not, yeah, definitely not what I'm wanting to happen there. Uh, is that fine to go back down here? There's lots of wolves. Maybe. Alright, now I should get my health back before I go back down, but this is seeming alright. Got the Shoals. I don't think I know about my other branch yet. Shoals is fine, especially for a ranged character. In fact, it's actually probably not too bad at all for a ranged character because a lot of the things seem to stay at a distance. So I think the helmet was the right choice. Yeah, probably. It doesn't seem like a bad choice at all. It's definitely the fun choice. So I think that probably makes it the right choice just there. Oh, Fana. I can put on a Ring of Ice. I might put on a Heroism as well. There we go. That worked out perfectly. I'm actually doing fairly well with like the rings for swapping and resistance stuff. So the Robocall resist, and I got the fire resist one, which is probably better usually, but actually I don't need that kite shield. I think I've seen better ones. I'll go grab this rope so if I'm in the ice cave I can get my fire resist, cold resist up instead of my fire resist. Amulet of Spirit Guardian. I've got faith on him, but I think I'll keep the faith on. Hey there, Gastronaut. What sort of hat is that? +2. Oh yeah, I mean I don't need that. There we go, but he wasn't too bad. I just had to keep him at a decent range so I could always run out of his view if I needed to, if I got like an airstrike do half my health or something. Because I wasn't really near any walls, so it could have done a lot of damage, I think. Ooh, there's a Minotaur. I've got no magic mapping to find the Minotaur. Just gotta find it manually. I found the snake pits. Not quite a minotaur today. I don't think I have any poison resist today. Breath does do a little bit to me. It's not too bad though. Very distant, loud beating. Oh, it's one of those ones that takes ages before it tells you what it is, and then it's immediately loud beating. Oh well, it's probably just I don't know. Whoops, I shouldn't have run that close to the shark. Alright, I've got chainmail, fire resist. Okay, it obviously doesn't realize that I'm going high dex here. Did I ever get willpower? I must have. Right, the cloak with 2 willpower completely sorts out that chance of petrification. I don't know where this minotaur is. Oh, very distant. Still loud beating. Oh, clearly it's on the left, I guess, of the map. I might be able to identify a magic mapping or something. No, I got a blinking though. That's not a bad scroll. It's nearby thunderous beating though. I've headed in the right direction. Uh Oh, I don't want to go too far this way or I won't be able to find it. I feel like I'm going a bit far. Where can I go? So it's very distant. It was nearby when I was up here. So I probably just got to go this way and keep it going up. There we go. I can see it. I hope I got inventory space. I don't have that much. Do I have nothing I can drop? I got like falchions and stuff. Might just drop this axe outside and then just get in here. Alright, let's drop that falchion. Do I have? I got two fire, 2 ice rings, sure. So what have we got? We've got an amulet of an artifact amulet. Warped ruby amulet, sure. Got a hat of some kind, which I probably don't need. I've got cloak of some kind. It's not an artifact. Mine's artifact. 1 of willpower. 2 willpower. There's a blinking scroll. Artifact ring. That artifact ring might be alright if I can get through the fire, guys. Charmed armor? Okay. Another artifact ring, this time guarded by ice guys. These is fine. I can put on the resist for them. Alright. Oh, my vial of floods in there. I wouldn't mind doing that one. So I gotta start in here, which is whatever, and then I can go here to get the vial of floods, and I could get the ring. That doesn't sound too bad. Can I get an acid resist? I don't think so. I'll just have to go into here. I'm gonna buff up with a heroism just in case. I get rid of the guys that corrode me and I look like I was fine there. So I got a grade mace I don't really need. I gotta buff up before I go in here as well. They don't have any poison resist to stop those guys poisoning me or anything. Alright, well that seemed fine. So the next stop is, it was this one down here, right? With the artifact ring, which means I need to swap on. I'm gonna lose protection, but I think ice is well worthwhile when fighting simulacrums. Is that like a golden dragon or an ice dragon simulacrum? Okay. That guy can't even get to me. Oh, now it can. Whoops, I maybe shouldn't have moved. There we go. Now I can go grab this ring, whatever it is. It's fire resist minus cold resist, also resist corrosion in 3 decks. It's basically a fancy ring of fire. Yeah. Oh, which means I could probably drop one of my less fancy rings of fire. Go pick it up. Alright, protection back on, I think, for the Minotaur, because that generally doesn't do like... Well, I don't know what... If it did elemental damage, I wouldn't know what kind. I probably want to buff up quite a lot. On both my finesse and my heroes to make sure that's a trivial fight. I don't need the javelins as a ranged character, not really. So we've got a scroll and 1 of acid. I don't really need the longsword of vampire draining fire resist. Says, do I want to bring the Phantom Mirror out of here? Probably drop the Charming. The Oak Bow is not going to be that good. I looked at it, it wasn't that impressive. I could bring that, I don't know. Wait, there's a freeze bow? Oh, there's a short bow of freezing. That might be okay. I'll check it out. Hmm. I'll drop one of these rings of ice. Okay, let's go check this out. So I'll pick it up. I don't know if it's gonna be any good. So it does 21 damage. Whatever its attack delay is, it's probably the same as my sling. There's 22 damage. Its damage isn't really an improvement over what I've got. I don't think it's worthwhile. I mean, it's freeze, which is alright, but I think mine being one-handed is definitely an improvement, so I don't think I'll go with that. I might bring this Phantom Mirror out of here. I don't know, because I might go with a different god later on. But I definitely want Okuwaru now to try and give me some gifts. It definitely increased my chance of finding a hand crossbow, because it looked like they're a fairly rare weapon. I might just buff up again. Snog does like to go berserk. Yeah, she definitely does like to go berserk. I'm gonna get some more. And I get like 10 invocations so that I can go use my finesse reliably. Because that's often good against bosses. Like use our heroism and finesse up if there's something really tough. Like, I don't know. What would be really tough at the moment? I mean, Hydra's kind of tough. It's not like super tough. Do have a decent bit of AC thanks to my rings, at least. Oh, Rupert? Yeah, Rupert. That would be probably somewhere on a finesse and heroes mount. That would make sense. I mean, he probably would have a low chance of paralysis or none, but yeah, definitely. That's heroes mount. But yeah, I probably got a low chance, 3% on the populate. That's acceptable. Now I just got a bunch of angry humans that don't like me worshipping Okuwaru. I think these slime creatures aren't too bad. There's probably there we go. The entrance slime pits right there. Was a Jiva altar, but Jiva unfortunately doesn't gift hand cannons. I mean, Okuwaru has gifted a hand cannon yet, but it hasn't been that far into the game. Why is the sling so effective anyway? It's only like a +4 sling. I mean, I know it's got a decent enchantment bonus. I guess it stacks well with like the slaying I've got, but still, I don't know, it does seem to be quite effective considering that I would compare with that short bow and stuff. Although I guess eventually I've got to compare with like an oak bow or something. So short bow's only like slightly better than slings, I guess. Lost death yaks. At least I can kind of kill these death yaks now. Wherever they are. Oh wait. Oh no, went down around that way. Where do the other ones go then? Oh, around that way as well. I'm gonna put on my buffs and try and kill them all. They did kind of stop me going back to that staircase. No, they were kind of clever. And oh, hey, it's a hand cannon. Yes, please. I definitely want this hand cannon. I wonder what tier of weapon a hand cannon is. It doesn't really matter. I definitely want to use it. Okay, let's take a look at this. So when I picked it up, it says I was a one-handed weapon like I thought it would be, but when I wait, that said one-handed. I thought it read two-handed for some reason. It was definitely one-handed. That makes sense. Okay, let's grab it. Alright, so 40-something damage. Does that fling me back or something? How does it work? It brings out smoke. Ooh, okay. Oh, what's the skill requirements to use a hand cannon? Surely take a bit of skill. 18 skill. Right, so this is the same as the old hand crossbow. Wait, why is it shooting arrows? Or bolts? That doesn't seem quite right. No, definitely shooting bolts out of this hand cannon. So it does make the occasional smoke. It's meant to be loud as well, right? That's decently loud. Oh, that's not right. Definitely put on some heroism. Uh, so is that mule specifically that pushes you back? It might be. It might. This one might not. Also enchant weapon. You know what? I'll do that. I'll chant up my hand cannon of flaming. In fact, flaming seems like a fairly appropriate thing. They're bullets. I mean, they should be bullets. They look a little bit strangely shaped, these bullets. Yeah, you could almost do like the sling bullet animation. That might make a lot more sense. Uh, Quite expensive. I might just get some fighting and dodging, and then I'll do the range next after that. I wonder if the smoke's ever enough to block vision. Or whether it's just because it does put down some clouds, which might matter for some characters. Oh, I'm getting a lot of things headed to my location because I'm marked. I might just buff up and shoot them all. Not the perfect spot to be shooting from. Do you have a digging? In fact, I got a bunch of digging. You know what? If I dig into here while buffed, I should just be able to shoot all these things. You know, the smoke could be good when there's calcifying dust, because it stops the calcifying dust being placed down. I was gifted. Yeah, like it stopped the calcifying dust there because I was in smoke from them shooting this hand cannon. That actually works fairly well. Okuwaru grants you gun. Okuwaru sure does grant guns now. That's kind of cool. I don't need this ring mail poison resist. I don't think. I think that's probably a bit heavy for shooting a gun with. Because guns, they get slow just like all the other ranged weapons. They're pretty short. Yep, they're the same in that regard. Oh, actually, he slaughters those death yaks, so at least a lot better than when I was using a little sling. What do I want to get? I want to get whatever that is, attraction, but because this thing's one-handed, I can use a shield with it. So eventually I could either get the kite shield or rampaging resist corrosion or like a tower shield or something. And it's not ready to try and get a shield just yet, but at some stage I should get a shield to go with this hand cannon. Oh, what can I identify? Go with the potion. I got 2 of potion resistance. Oh yeah. That sounds useful. And I've done the lair. Let's go back to the dungeon. I think I'd only done 10 levels. Yeah, this looks empty. Hmm. What does this thing go down to? Goes down to 1 attack delay, right. Interesting. That's not too bad. Oh, you like that riot shield pistol setup from Counter-Strike? It's definitely going to be that riot shield pistol setup going here if I can get it going. No, that sounds like a plan. I'll do these gloves, I think. Yeah, because the kite shields kind of do look like riot shields. I mean, I guess they're oh, not the kite shields, the tower shields. I guess they're a similar sort of thing, just like a big shield to block enemies from attacking you, or block rioters from attacking you, or the enemies of this game are quite riotous. Uh, I guess I go down to dungeon level 13 or something. Whoa, Wave of Frost. I got the rings for that. Okay. Uh, just bringing some of these things up. It looks like I might have attracted quite a few of them with my hand cannon's noise. Or if I heal up before I go down, I should be fine. So it's Archway is nearby. I could probably find that, but I don't know which way to go just yet. So I guess I'll hang around in a similar sort of area and see when it says that it's very nearby or if it's further away. That should give me a good idea of where it is. If it tells me again. So it's very nearby, right. Well, that told me, but I already know where it is basically anyway. The idea is to... I'll drop the sling, that's useless. I've probably got some other things they can drop. Magical power's not that good. I got one ring of ice now. I must have dropped one on them, but that's alright. I can put on the Robocall resist, and I can put on the ring of ice. There we go. Let's head on in. Oh, I should maybe change my stream title. I'm not searching for the new hand cannon. I'm using it now. There's no searching required here. I don't think I need an obelisk. What's the damage like in the obelisk? It's similar sort of damage, less accuracy, same sort of attack delay, right? But it doesn't... It's probably a bit quieter. I don't think I need an obelisk though. But also doesn't produce smoke or else, like, not quite as cool though as this hand cannon. I've maxed out my piety, so I can do god abilities if I need to. In fact, I might just put on the heroism here. Well, it seemed to work just fine. I've got tower shield cold resist, right? Yep. That's going to be my shield, I think. I've got a manual of ice magic. That's not too much of a surprise for here. No, that's definitely going to be my shield. Resist corrosion, willpower, wizardry. There's going to be something I could need here. Fly, there's lots of things I need here. Is that it's ice, okay. Intelligence. I do need willpower. Do I need this other stuff? I don't know. I don't know what these things do. I might just try read one of these, see what I get. Oh, ow, that hurt. I tormented myself. I do on the flight, don't I? I definitely don't need that obelisk. I don't need the intelligence or the wizardry or really another ice, I think, for that matter. Oh, I probably can lead the amnesia in here. I've probably got plenty of those ones. I haven't gone into the whole blinking and portal projectile side of things just yet, but I should probably do that soonish. No, I should definitely get my weapon to mid delay before I do that though, which is... Yeah, getting the other skills up to like 15, then I'll bring my hand crossbow, or my range skill for the hand crossbow up to 18, I think. Holy rings, yeah, there was a lot of rings around there, but the willpower's nice, and I'm not sure about the rest. Wait, my willpower's already fine. I just put the resist the protection back on. Don't think I need a buff right now, but if I might, I could potentially buff up. Doesn't look like it's needed. Okay, good. Let's just go downstairs once more, I think. But sometimes this level down here can lead to the entrance to vaults, and they can be well guarded. But we'll see. Oh, there were acid scales somewhere. Do I want to wear those? I'm not sure. What am I wearing? Oh, I'm wearing the wrong thing. Hold on. Let me put on this leather armor fire resist. I need the fire resist on, I think. Yeah, I probably shouldn't be going around with the minus fire resist. That's not the wisest. What is this trope on it? +4 demon whip. I don't think I found a main one, did I? No, I didn't find any demon weaponry this time round. But I mean, it's still possible. He sometimes hangs out in the dungeon, I think. I got noise. I can probably drop the noise. I can make plenty of noise firing my hand cannon. That's the entrance of vaults, but it's barely guarded. It's like one vault guard. There's probably one dude outside. It's like, hey, your job is to guard this place. They must have not been expecting any sort of attacks, I guess. Oh, I can go identify potion of mutation. Oh yeah. Ooh, I got a +3 ring mail of strength. I don't think I really need that one. Uh, that's brilliant. Well, I need something that gives plenty of fire resist, I think. Right, well, let's go to Yoke's Mine, see if they sell something that gives plenty of fire resist. Because I need a little bit of fire resist in the snake pits. I also need some poison resist. That would be nice. Uh, Imagine if Sentinels or Vault Guards had hand cannons now. They probably can. It would be really rare, but you probably could find some with hand cannons, right? I imagine it's got to be possible because they used to occasionally find one with a hand crossbow. So yeah, it probably is a thing. That'd be kind of funny, like a Vault Guard just gonna be out with a hand cannon, try and shoot you. It might buff up a little. Right. Let's get some. Let's keep going with the decks. 30 decks. That's pretty good. In fact, I got one as my random level up thing as well. That'd be why I got so much. Okay. Might just head back to the staircase. There's quite a few things here. Yeah, bring some of them up, but I think that's going fine. Now I've got the warlord to fight. Oh, that actually did a bit of damage, but I think it's fine. There we go. Finished it off. Definitely things either die very fast or they don't, or I die kind of fast. Oh no, that's not right. They got the harm on right, which is helping with that. Oh, can I just do a bit of fog? There we go. That helped me get to the staircase so I can fight these guys properly. Oh, I'm not bringing out the priest, unfortunately. And the expo's still a little not. No, they don't seem to be. I think they got replaced by these hand cannons. Um, which kind of makes a little bit more sense because the hand crossbows before was a little weird. The little hand crossbow was better than an obelisk, right? But now they're little hand cannons. So it makes a lot of sense, I think. Although I do think these hand cannons shouldn't shoot bolts. I think they should use shoot the sling bullets, like the slings do. Would probably yeah, make a lot more sense. Oh. I've got here Gabardisha freezing, that's fine, but I just head into my shops. It should be relatively clear now. I think I've killed the majority of the priests. Place was so crowded with priests. I mean, I guess there's more stuff, actually. I think it's time to get back to the staircase. There's probably a few too many things. But at least the staircase is reasonably close by. That makes it very convenient to get back to. Alright, so I got gifted gloves of minus fire resist, of course. But I also give regen and resist negative. I don't think I'll grab those. I don't think I want any more minus fire resist on this character. One of these guys had Holy Wrath or something, right? Was it this guy? No, apparently I might have killed the guy with Holy Wrath. Uh, I finally got my Holy Wrath warnings working. I figured out what was wrong with it. It was actually such a silly mistake. I put the I put the thing like quotes around the thing, like double quotes around like the thing I want to get the false moron, which doesn't work. You have to have to do it with no quotes. That was an obelisk. Otherwise, it looks for like the message with like quotes in it specifically. Hmm. That was an enchant weapon. I do want that one. Do I want an identify? Yeah, why not? Bring out that hand crossbow or hand cannon. I mean, I don't know if you what scrolls immolation. No hand cannons in there. There's no hand cannons in here. Okay, it's probably almost time for me to get some spells. Those all done, are they? Huh. So, I'll start with like Blink or something. Spatial translocations, inescapable atlas, and whatever this thing is. Blink, necrotized swiftness, but slow, right. So it's Blink, possible passive glorious swiftness. It's a bit more expensive. This one's just like Blink, less beckoning momentum strike. Blink, manifold assault, right. You know what's more expensive? I might grab that last one because it's got passive Galarian, which I might want to grab. Which one was that actually? It was the omnibus of hitting the bricks, right? Yep, looks like it. Right, 50% fail on the blink. That should be fairly easy to get going. Where else the other things? I might get swiftness. I'm not sure about that though. And portal projectile. They all look good. We'll get passage, but I'm not sure if I can cast that just yet. So I'll start with transmutations to like translocation. I mean, to like 6 hexes to like I don't know 6 as well. See how that goes. Is it cause fear? I do have oh well, it's a spell. Oh, maybe the thoughts on jinxing and such might have it. Yeah, that one has it. It's quite expensive. Oh, if I got that. Wait, this one might have it as well. Cosfear is in the Sith Miners compilation of the Nesferatu. That's even more expensive. How much money do I have left? I actually got lots of money left. Could go buy that. Hmm. Am I gonna buy this haste potion? Because I guess that has hexes, right? So I can become a full-on hex slinger. Except now it's not quite a slinger anymore with this one. It's more of a hex cannon or something. What sort of ghost is this? They look fancy with that shield. I don't actually recognize that tile. They're a red draconian berserker or trog for 45 damage. Ooh. I mean, I probably hit around there as well. 44, yeah, but still. That's not what I want to see. Especially not when there's a frost giant with them, and I'm not very good at getting frost resist, unfortunately, on this character. Might have to put on some fire resist just for a little while here. Keep an eye on these guys, because sometimes they turn to frost guys. Which means I should probably put on an ice ring instead. Alright, now I can go back to my protection, I think, wherever that one is. There it is. Hellsphere is great, and Spider and Shoals. Oh, that makes sense. Keep things away from you as you shoot them down. No, that does make sense. Oh, I was gonna go with a shield at some stage, wasn't I? That's probably gonna be the next thing to work on. Drop that willpower. I don't know if I actually really need that right now. I might come back for it, but for now I don't think it's that important because I've got... That's not my willpower. Got 3 willpower. It's actually one of my best resists. I'll see what another one of these scrolls is. Butterflies, right? I can probably free up an inventory space with that one at least. Oh, what did I just pick up? I just picked up another identifier and also an Enchant armor. So that's Revelations. What can I enchant? Surely it's something. Gloves or shield? I'll do the gloves. And all the other enchant armors I can put on my shield, I guess. Yeah, I'll let these reach their limits. So blinking's on 30% failure. Oh, Dex. That might be better on the protection. So I got 27 evasion. 30 evasion. So I get 3 evasion, I lose 4 AC, but I think my damage goes up by 4 as well, so that's not bad. Oh. I actually buff up quite a lot because I've been barbed in place. I might have been a bit excessive, but I don't want to risk it when I'm barbed in place. Do I have a fire resist? I could put one on, but it didn't seem to need it there. Some say I do need to gain like a more permanent fire resist. Lignification, sure. I guess that when I do this snake pits, I can just kind of have that fire ring on, I guess. While the fire resist, minus cover resist corrosion dex one, that's probably fine. What did I get given? It was a longbow. I don't think that's worthwhile. So it's a 39 damage, 0.9 attack delay. I mean, it's actually not bad, but I'm gonna stick with this hand cannon. Hand cannon is one-handed instead of two-handed, which is definitely a nice improvement. Oh, I can go enchant something. I can go enchant. I guess I'll go with the shield that I haven't put on yet. Right, so I'm going to put on, instead of protection, I guess I'll put on this one. They give me even more dex. Yeah, it's only 16 armor class, but it's probably fine. At least it's 50 damage. And let's go to the snake pits. Do I have I do have minus cold resist, don't I? Oh well. I think that's probably still the right thing to have in here. I might just buff with the Styrian coming along. Bring him upstairs so he loses his demon. Oh, he wasn't too bad after all. What's his demon whip? It's +0. If I had, hold on. What's my treasure trove? It required that to be more enchanted, right? It required a +4 demon whip. That's gonna be hard to get because I'm gonna have to enchant up my hand cannon first before I want to really give out the enchant armor. So I might just look for a more pre-enchanted one. Preferably at least like +2 or 3 beforehand. Is there shops here or is this a different vault? I don't think that might not be the shop one. Because there's one similar to that with like the 3 shops, but no, it's just staircases. Right, so I know what my wand is. Like my final one is Wand of Acid. Ooh. I actually buff up a lot because I saw another unique. There was like, there she is. Louise around here as well. 1% of banishment, that's fine. I don't have any resist electric though, so a bolt of electricity could do a bit. Just a +0 tower shield, that's pretty useless. Or Evening Star would be good for another character. Not this one. Oh, 3 identify. That's probably like most stuff I've got here. Heal wounds, degeneration, and berserk rage. Well, I can drop the berserk rage and degeneration, I think. Yeah, because I can't shoot while berserk, and obviously degeneration's completely useless. I suppose some reason you wanted some stat drain, but I can't think of a reason for that. Oh, that's a enchant. I won't enchant my hand cannon. I mean, if I get as many enchant weapons that I have in some of my games, I'll definitely have enough left over. Oh, that's not right. Probably just blow this guy up. There we go. Oh, really? Did attack opportunity constrict me? I mean, it didn't constrict very well. But I think they might constrict with the attack opportunity. That's kind of scary because it's slower than me, but it still managed to constrict me there as I was running away. Level 16 isn't that high. Did I not put poison resist on in here? I think the answer to that is we might not have poison resist so far. Let's see, there's a ring mail of poison resist. I don't know about that. I mean, I definitely risking getting heavily poisoned, but I don't think I can really put on ring mail. Also, helmet of the invisible. That's fine. I think I'll keep with my 7 dex 3 slaying. -5 this harm helmet though. But yeah, if I didn't have this helmet, I'll definitely put on that helmet of the invisible. I just picked up, okay, an identify, so I can go with my last potion here. It's an enlightenment. That's maybe useful. I don't know. I've got 3 willpower. There's probably still some things that can affect it, although Louise's banishment didn't look like it was affecting it, so maybe not. Wait, Tower should have covered this. I got a +3 while my own style is +2, so I don't actually need that. Looks like Tower shields are cold resist, so definitely the common shield this time around. Hey, another charm weapon, so I'll do my hand crossbow again. Try and max this one out. I'm also in my amulet this time around, Faith, which is not bad with Okawaru. I might keep to that one. What have we got? We've got a Kako demon. That makes it not worthwhile going here. There's also the Haze Ghost. They're a demigod shapeshifter. Oh, since I've been fighting quite a few demigod shapeshifter ghosts. They sound like they should be good, but I tried one and it didn't seem that great. I did get a win in the end. But, I don't know, I thought with like all the extra strength it'd actually do some decent damage, but I feel like just going with the god is so much better. Got 1 fire resist. That should be fine with that salamander tyrant, I think. Check out this art. No, there's no point checking out these archers. They just have bows by looks of things. No point in taking those out. I mean long bows, but still. I'll check it out. They'll need an obelisk. Yeah, yeah. It's very normal weapons for those Nagas to have. They actually have a range of weapons like short bows on that one, long bows, obelisks, occasionally hand crossbows or probably hand cannons now, but only very occasionally. I can probably drop the ring of evasion here. In fact, I probably don't need 2 of these protection ones anymore. No, probably not, because I'll be using the Dex one in one hand. Oh, did I just find another enchant weapon? I think I did, so I can bring this up to +7. Which means it's doing 54 damage. That's not bad. Alright, probably don't want to go down that staircase again. I'll probably just try one. This one will do. Oh, okay. Might try go up? Okay, good. This is not looking the best, though. Really? Got the minus blink. Hold on, I might just, could duel that Guardian Serpent. If I need to, but so far I'm fine, I think. What was I gonna get? It was, I was gonna get the ranged weapons up to 18, I think was the next skill to get. And then it was shields or something. Although actually getting shields right now could be fairly important as well. I don't know, I don't think that will take too long. There's probably not much left here. Oh, actually, maybe there is. That I thought I was the one I got surrounded around, but I guess there's still stuff left. Oh, Vashnia. There's stuff everywhere. Okay. Following go back down this one, I'll buff up a little bit before I go down. Right, so I'm pulling things from this staircase. Oh, that's fine. That means that staircase will probably be the next one to go up. I got a battle axe for some reason. Probably don't want to go down the Vashnia one in a hurry though. Uh, yeah, no, that's looking a lot more free now that all the things have been pulled away from it. So if I shoot this and a cloud of smoke comes out, and I can hide behind the cloud sometimes, I don't know if it's very reliable, but sometimes it seems to work. What was that thing of poison resist? Tower shield of poison resist. Ooh. I mean, that's tempting. I've already started enchanting the other one, but that's definitely tempting. Inside the bolts, I definitely want the cold resist one. What was my other branch? Shoals. I probably want the cold resist one as well. I might just buff up here. I think Vashni is pretty tough. Yep. Definitely. That's a lot of damage. Should probably rest up before I go fight Vashni again. But I'm gonna have to be quite buffed, I think, with that fight if I do it again. Oh, there's Vashni again. I'll try take out Vashni, specifically. There we go. I don't know also actually the steam, what am I saying? The smoke does occasionally block my view against the things I'm like trying to shoot, but it's not having doesn't have much. Oh, I was given an anti-magic hand cannon. Well, that's for people that are really not into magic. They want to go with the whole guns instead. Oh no, I'm marked. I've got like acid wand. I've got 4 cancellation. I think I might use a cancellation in here. I'm too far from that staircase. Alright. And this is the last level of the snake pit, so I'm probably going to draw in a bunch of stuff like this guardian servant. It's probably not too bad now I've cancelled it, but it probably would have been bad if I didn't. Alright, let's check out this here. It's a shop by the looks of things, so it's selling Dream Shard for a lot of money. That could be good. No, that looks excellent. There's also a ring of resist poison, but I might save up for that Dream Shard. There's also some books here. I can go through the spells later on if I need to. Oh, Fire Magic, Book of the Moon. I think I've got most of the spells this character wants. Or definitely a Dream Shard sounds good. What spells I got Faith on? I mean, I can lose Faith for Dream Shard. Definitely. Alright, is there anything else left in here? Probably not too much. Oh, the Guardian Servant. Might just buff up with a little bit of... Oh, there we go. Kira's when I killed it. No problems. Alright, it's time to retreat. Killed the Salamander Tyrant. What is that? Is that something else? Guardian Servant. I might have to kill that one. I'm gonna take a few hits here, I think, as I get back to the staircase. That's the right actually, I think this is the right staircase. I don't think there's a bad staircase anymore apart from, you know, the one I just went up with all the creatures around it. No, because I went through and I cleared out all my staircases, I think. That's a poison resist tower shield. Can I pick that one up? Let's see. Yes, good. A little surprise that room says robe with a black moon. If I put that on, I gain a resist electric, but I lose a fire resist, which is not ideal. But it's maybe usable in the vaults or something. Probably not really outside the vaults. I got marked again, but it's probably not many creatures left. So I might just go to the staircase and wait off the mark. I guess there's still some stuff. Yeah, and it's barely any stuff. No Quicksilver Dragons or anything, because those would have been come along if they existed. There we go, got my first rune with this character. Using a hand cannon. Where do I want to go? It was the shoals or something. Oh, I might have stopped the range there. I'm gonna get some shields skill. I'm gonna get like 15 shields or something. What's the ouchie on that? -1. Okay. That does make it a bit harder to use this tower. I got like 10 strength. So I probably do need a decent amount of skill to be good with this tower shield, don't I? I got minus cover this and I've got... Ooh. Actually, with minus cover this and harm, this is maybe not the best place to be. But then again, neither is Volts, because that also does cold damage. What's my chance of actually hitting now? It's working up 50%. I was definitely a lot better when I was asleep. Uh, Try portal a projectile into this guy. So I got a shop that's oh, it's dragon slaying spoils. Wait, that's a dragon armor, isn't it? So it's got golden dragon armor, ice dragon armor, acid dragon scales of poison resist. Oh. Um this might be something I need. Hold on, let me look at this. There's also Quicksilver Dragon, Steam Shadow Pearl. There's all sorts of dragon here. Um I need that fire resist on my leather armor. Unless, I don't know, actually, I might not need that right now. Hold on. Actually, this might not be the right ring to wear. I might be better off just with like a protection or a flight. Maybe a flight actually in here. So I can have no fire, no cold resist. Yeah, let's get that a try. That's probably less questionable in here. Right, and then I can get myself to have a cold resist. That should work out. Actually, I might just buff up just a little bit with better skill. They don't quite have Mendeley on this thing. I'm close. I got like 17, but I decided to get shields instead and use a shield just to add some extra resist either. Oh. I might just buff up because I shouldn't have let this Kraken get quite that close. Oh, nope, that's not working. Oh. Pull me back a little bit. I don't think I can quite get my poison scroll. Maybe should do that on future Krakens. Yeah, okay. Future Krakens are going to require poison scrolls. That's fine, I can do that. I've got poison scrolls, right? I've got 7 of them, actually. Ooh. That's a lot of stuff. Also, that shield might be worth using. Whoa. Okay. These guys are not like immune to poison, right? They are resistant. Let's buff up a little bit, but I'm not sure about this. I think this is okay with this number of harpies. Right, but I might not want to go back down that staircase because I'll get surrounded by harpies again. Uh, Can't go a wrong way around to get back to where that staircase was because oh, okay, there's a lot of things. Probably do want to head back to where it was. I might just buff up a bit. There's a lot of things here. Feeling like I'm going to get buff out quite a bit in the shoals, unfortunately. I'm kind of, I mean, I don't actually really need God Gifts, although I could get gifts some armor. Kind of managing to maintain God Gift piety, but not easily. I don't think I need a positive energy. I think this character needs to stay positive or whatever. Oh, ow. Just get away there. What is my positive? I mean, my resist negative is nothing. Okay, I'm probably gonna go up here. There we go, we got rid of Polyphemus. He might be less dangerous next to me. It's +2 kite shield. I kind of want to try that instead of my orb of light. So I've got one attack delay more or less. It's slightly less. Well, slightly more actually. It doesn't attack quite that fast. Uh, let's give this a try. So 17 geo value. I think I lost like an invasion. I've got 29 invasion. I don't know how much I lost. 1.2 attack delay. That's not the best. Oh, 31 invasion. That's only a couple of evasion lost. So I think I might just keep it going for a little bit longer with the shield before I decide to put that one on. I think. Maybe I'd get at least 10 or something skill. Oh, that Harpy's gonna have to find his way around, but that's fine by me. Wait, where's it gone? I don't even know where it went. Just seems to have flown off, actually. I should check what I was gifted. It's scimitar. I got a little bit of long blade skill because I started with a long blade as a monk because you can't start as like I don't know, you can't start with ranged weapons as a monk, but for some reason monks are like really good at ranged weapons because they start with I might buff with both my buffs. They start with so much dex, it's kind of ridiculous. Makes them one of the, actually the best range starts despite not having a ranged weapon. That seems to be working, yep, but the buff's on I can definitely kill Ilshui at least. Buffs are gone. That's a shame. Would have been nice to have them against Francis. I might just get her with a vial. There we go. Oh, okay. Too many sheep. Definitely too many sheep. Oh no, I fell asleep. Okay. Right, there were two other Cyclopses, both with their packs of sheep with them. Right, okay, that makes sense. No wonder there were so many sheep there. Now this character needs like a ship, right? Because they got water, they've got a hand cannon. They basically a pirate. They just need a ship to go pirating these guys' treasure. I don't think you can quite have a ship, but I can fly over the water. Not quite the same as sailing a ship around. Oh, I might just go upstairs here. I don't know. That's doesn't look like a good spot. Too many archers, I think. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I don't think I've got. Oh, that's not much better, but I think it's slightly better. Yeah, because some of those archers are taking a little while to get over to where I am. By then, I'd already killed half of them. Good. That seemed to work. I don't check that I haven't picked up any more enchant armor or nothing, or enchant weapons, or any sort of enchanting. It doesn't seem like it. Although the only thing I've got to enchant is my shield, which is not too bad. Shark shouldn't be too bad at this point in the game, especially once I've killed those sheep. I gifted a +7 short bow of the Hammering Gods. Does fire resist, but not that useful. It's not a hand crossbow or anything, although that'd be gifted a pretty good hand crossbow to be better than the +7 flaming hand crossbow. Or hand cannon, I mean. Definitely not a crossbow. I just buff up because there is this whole javelin here. What have we got in here? So we got, it's just a single ghost. It's Daffix skills. There are deep elf earth elements. So they got fireball. Ooh, crystal spear. Iron shot. They look pretty tough. I don't think I want to go anyone near that guy. Oh, they got some very high damage spells there. Oh, is that another charm weapon for my weapon? That's excellent. No, that might have been enough to get into the trove. I just saved all those ones from another +4 hand crossbow, but I don't think it would have been worth it. It would have been too risky, I think, with the chance of not getting anything for the trove, and leaving myself without a good, well enchanted weapon. Uh, yeah, I'd rather get the trove later if I get any excess enchant weapons later. Besides, there's a chance of also finding a demon whip later that's already better enchanted. What's up with this? Why is it not fully done? Oh, there's a plant blocking this though. What's inside this? I can't remember. I might fight the plant. Cataplepas, that's fine. Alright, anything else in here? Harpy. I mean, that's probably fine. Oh yeah, and these basilisks are fine. That's not too bad. Bunch of stuff that wants to petrify me. So there's a +1 kite shield reflection. Uh Oh, you know what? That's not bad. I might drop my +2 kite shield and go with that one. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. I got like 10 skill. Let's see. I got 1 attack delay. If I put on the shield, wherever it is, I got 1.2 attack delay still. I wonder how that's rounded. Often 1.3. Oh, even so 1.4, 1.1. Yeah, okay. It does, tends to be a little bit slower than that. But I suppose it was still rounded before. Like, I don't think it was quite on 1 attack delay, but I didn't have a shield on. I don't know about this. I think this is it's probably fine with a shield. It does give me an 18 shield value for a couple of evasion. So I'm definitely more defensive with this shield on, which is probably something this character does want, given that they do have harm on. Oh, I just got a longbow, never mind. A longbow would usually be like my weapon of choice for one of these sort of rage characters. These hand cannons are definitely fun though. I feel like the hand cannon's doing really well. One of these rooms is going to be really well guarded. I'm kind of worried about that. I don't know if they cold resist just yet, because sometimes there could be a whole bunch of... Ooh, it's Nicola. There could be a whole bunch of these guys that need it. Can I bring him closer somehow without risking chain lightning? There he is. Yeah, let's bring him around this corner. And I can hit him with a vial of flood. So I don't think I expected the evocation yet. I should have put my buffs on as he was coming. Oh. He's coming around. He's no longer silenced up. Okay, let's read his silence. Because I can definitely defeat him if he's silenced up, but I really don't want to be hit by chain lightning. I wonder how much damage that does max, because yeah, I have no resist to that one. There was a rope that could give me resist to that one, but then I'd have to, I don't know, struggle with some of my other resists. To resist electric. Yeah, and I'd be struggling with fire resist. I have -5 resist. Probably not a wise idea. Oh, there's a lot of those guys. I finesse up and just blast these guys down. My damage gets kind of ridiculous with the finesse on, so it's yeah, definitely a good way of getting rid of those guys before they get a chance to do anything. The stack of spiders they can't use, unfortunately not. Don't think I've seen the rune yet. I've that area wherever those oh, this could be it actually. Yeah, the thing wherever all those mages came from, all the one of the acromancers came from could be it. I think I'm gonna start a teleport here. Yeah, there we go. There's probably gonna be a whole bunch of those javeliniers as well. And there's a rune. Excellent. 2 runes on this character so far. Oh, it's a +4 sling of flaming. That's like the weapon that this character had for quite some time. It was like my starter weapon. Do I have a robe of fire resist? I think that might not be too bad instead of... Oh, That was leather armor? I'll try it. So I got 16 AC, 30 evasion. 14 AC, 31 evasion. It says it's less attack delay, but I'm not sure if I quite believe that. I mean, I guess it'll be slightly, ever so slightly less. I don't know, it's alright. I get an evasion, lose 2 armor class, get a slight bit of attack delay. I guess it's alright. Right, well, I'm gonna try go all the way up to this tower shield. 1.3 attack delay. That's alright. I gotta cold resist with that on, but I don't have much other resists. I have good willpower. I can wear a ring for whatever that's worth. Let's see. Protection? I mean, I don't have like a plain old fire resist or something. If I put it on this one, I have no cold resist, but at least, yeah, if I put on that one, I'd be able to go get myself the resist electric robe, and then I could wear that one. I have no cold resist, but it might be fine, to go into the vaults like this. So, gotta drop my old orb, I think. I give those resist a try. So, resist corrosion, resist electric, willpower looks fine. 2 resist negative. I'll give this a try. See how this goes. See how badly I get frozen by these guys. Oh, that's actually not the best. Right, can I get it's either resist electric or resist cold, right? I mean, this one I don't mind swapping out. It's just, yeah, if I had like a proper ring of like resist cold or something, I might be able to make this work. Ooh, Zanetta. I'm gonna go up. Hopefully she moves closer. Gonna buff up. Go. Oh wait, do I have a vial? Also not. I don't think about that. I might have to be going somewhere else. No, it's not. Oh, okay. Oh, don't go down there, I guess. Wow, okay. Yeah, those weapons are tough. That was like so much damage in one turn. Okay. At least I had 12 health there at the end. Where do I go next? Because not there. Definitely not there. Could I go into the Elven Halls with this? I guess so. Do I care about if this is flaming? I mean, I might want to rebrand it at some stage, but for now, this is probably... Flaming's not bad. I don't know what to rebrand it to. Is the problem, though. I think this is Holy Wrath. It's one on the back, right? Okay, at least that's it's not really a fighter type. It's more of a mage type, so that's the only good thing there without having Holy Wrath. And I can probably shoot it down the distance. Wait, that's not it. No, that's the wrong one, but oh well. That's probably the one that did Holy Wrath, right? Yeah, there's the Rapier of Holy Wrath. Am I using the right shield in here? Yeah, I guess so. Having a resist electric is definitely nice in here, but I'm not entirely sure about that. Whether it's worth having not too much of the other resist is probably fine. I don't think I need the... I mean, well, they also heavy triple crossbow. I'll look at that, but I don't think so. Oh, wow. The current attack delay is like 2.4. Yeah, that's a slow attack delay on that one. Why is it so slow, actually? I know it's like heavy, but wow, that really is some slowness on that one. No, I think I'll just leave that one, even if its damage is like 2 and a bit of times the damage on this one. Because I can use a shield with this one. Ooh, what can I do? I can get... I might actually get a bit more shield skill. I might bring that to like day 18. Yeah, the range is a little expensive right now on this shield. I'm getting a lot of benefit from in terms of like attack delay. And also shield value and also evasion actually as well. So I think that, yeah, shield value is well worthwhile. And it's my main defense on this character, so it seems super worth getting. Those necromancers might be able to target my willpower, let's see, 0% on the agony range. So they should be fairly harmless. If I can just get back into this corridor here, well, these guys should be relatively harmless. Yeah, that seems not too bad at all. Hey there, Tennis Fugit, how's it going? Oh, I see that there's another message here. All right. How's your day going today? Uh, I just finished streaming some Marvel Snap. I've heard of that game, but I've never played it. Is it a good game? They say you're having fun with it. So got an arcane power and a distant wind. I want to get to at least one of those ones. Uh, that's my distant wind. Are you a sucker for digital card games? Oh right, huh? I didn't realize it was a digital card game. I thought maybe I'm thinking of the wrong game. I played like some card games, but then I actually haven't played a lot now that I think about it. Like I used to play, I think it was like Digital Magic the Gathering one for a while. Just to give that one a try, and that was kind of fun for a while. Got bored of it eventually. There was I'm sure there's some other card ones I've played. I don't know, I seem to get bored of them reasonably quick. Oh, there's an elf for me to get rid of, so god. I don't know. I think I'll try the Wiz Lab first. See if I can get through that one and hopefully both of them, but I really doubt I get to both of them. Uh, Hold on. What do I want to do here with the robes? I might drop a protection at least. I'll drop a flaming ring. I just want to clear out a little bit of space. So torment, brand weapon, yeah, clear out quite a bit of stuff. Might, that can go. Tragic can probably go. There we go. Oh, you can get both portal. Does the timer still run out? It is quite likely to run out while you're in the first branch. But yeah, you can sometimes get both of them. If you're... Oh, I don't like how this guy's next to me. I don't know if I have any regen, which doesn't help the most. But yeah, sometimes you can get both. Especially if you have like lots of regen and stuff. You're really quick at exploring. That's a lot of time pressure though. I don't know why I just got gifted, but I'll take a look at it. It's ring mail fire resist. Nope. That's not useful. Also, the party mansion, right? It's got all the wizards and stuff. I don't think I can airport any of this treasure, can I? Because otherwise, it's not worth getting just like single piles of money by walking around the degeneration. Oh, that's gonna require a bit of finesse, I think, to kill these guys. Oh no, it's summoning a mummy. Yeah, there goes the torment. That's not unexpected though with that guy. That's why I thought they might need some finesse. Because they do summon in some fairly tough stuff. I mean, they're a pandemonium creature. They're one of the weaker creatures in pandemonium, but still a pandemonium creature. So, but don't worry. Oh, Dexter, the Dex in that helmet. Interesting. There's Ring of Fire resist 5 slaying. Uh, that would give me another cold resist if I put that on, which would actually give me a cold resist. You know, that might not be a bad idea. I don't know. I could grab that right now. Actually, it doesn't change how many inventory slots are full. Ring of Zom's malicious joy. Well, I hope it doesn't bring Zom's attention to this character. I think I'd rather be without Zom's attention here. Oh, that's a bit of degen. Kind of stuck in this degen cloud. Although thankfully the smoke that my hand cannon makes does help. Uh, I mean, it puts down a cloud sometimes. I don't like how this rock slime is moving forward. So good. Demon spawn corrupted in front. That's exactly what I want. I got -8 corrosion. I should wait that off. Can't be wandering around with that one on, I don't think. Ooh, an XP potion. So I'm level 19. I can just drink this. That's probably a good idea. Get up to level 20. Get a few more hit points. Bit more shield value. There we go. Bit more shield skill. Might as well max out my weapon as well while I'm in here. This place is actually being given some decent loot, I think. Okay. I might just want to put over a projectile because, I'm not actually as good as that as I used to be. Because I put on a bigger shield, so I might just shoot that guy. Uh, do I have to resist Electricon right now? But, okay, I got a pull over projectile. I think that was C, right? Oh, failed it. And by the time I succeeded, the guy's already... Next match, I did get used out of my portal projectile there, at least. There's one more room in here by the looks of things. Or maybe more than one room. Right, so there's a place up here. Just with a basic oak bow, so nothing too special. And there's a place down this side here that I can also go to. Nope, that's done. So I'm done with this area. Let's see if I can make it to the distant wind. The walls and floors vibrate. It's gone. It is too late for my distant wind. I'll still go to the place where it was just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's gone now. Although, did I have something to enchant? I could probably go with my shield again. I think it's, I guess I go with the cold resist one again. Definitely decent. The other option is the poison resist one. Which is also something that I will need at some stage. Right, yeah, the looks like a collapsed archway, I think. I didn't really get a proper look at that. Try and put off projectile to the actual summoner. Good. There's a collapsed entrance. Yep, thought it was because the walls and ceiling did vibrate as soon as I finished the other one. So unfortunately, I was too slow. But that's probably because I got no regen. I've got the faith on, but there was something else. Some other amulet that I was trying to save up for. There was a dream shard necklace, and I'm getting close to being on a fort, but not quite there on it yet. Unfortunately. At least the other branch had good stuff. Yeah, it did. It had lots of enchanted armor and weapons and stuff, which is nice. Hey, it's always nice when you can get both. Is that 4 wins? Yeah, it is too. I can't remember this. I actually got lots of willpower. Unless I took off. I want to swap out the cloak or something, but I don't think I've got a reason to swap that out yet. So I don't think I actually need that amulet that much. Oh, this got a radiate. Crystal Spear. Spellforge Shelter. Wow, they have Purple Draconian Necromancer Behemoth. Higher Vinca's Ghost. Now they look pretty lethal looking with all their spells. Because they could get me in a couple of spells if they got me with their crystal spears or something. Or even their radiate. Wonder how they died? Yeah. I mean, it does make you wonder. They might have been teleported to the Hall of Blades or something and surrounded by blades on all sides and taken down that way. That's entirely possible. Or even shafted into the level to start with. Oh, well, let's just bring this ranged up to 18. Try and get mid delay on this thing, although it's probably still slowed by my shield a bit. It says 1.2, yeah. We're gonna need some more shield skill to try bring that down a bit. Oh, my dex is drained at the moment. I don't think that makes a difference in my attack delay, but might make a bit of difference in my damage. Do player ghosts appear in the area they died, or was it always under the assumption it was random? It's based on the area they died to some extent. So I believe it ignores the level of the branch they died on unless it's like the dungeon. I think that might be the case. So they could have died anywhere in the Elven Halls. They could have died on the third area. Oh, what was their name? It's in here somewhere, isn't it? Hyavinsa? See if I can copy paste that one. Nope, I cannot. I'll just write it in chat, I think. That one, that's it goes. So I guess you could check where they died. What were they? They were necromancer or draconian necromancer, if that helps. Also, they definitely didn't die in the second level. They could have died in the third level of the Elven Halls. Or they could be a randomly generated ghost. Both are possible. Might be a fake ghost name, yeah. But they could have died in another level of the Elven Halls, I believe, like level 3 or whatever. Oh, they haven't played anything. I think that is spelled correctly, right? Yeah, I mean that's looks like it how it's spelled in here, so I think it's just a fake ghost name. Okay. That might be a bit too much poison for someone that's not poison resist. This is not going badly though. Had to retreat up, get my health back though. It's always those summon demons that cause problems. Well, it's not always the summon demons. Sometimes it's some of the other guys that can cause the problems, but it's usually the summon demons that end up causing problems. Oh, what do I want? I got quite a bit of range. I might get. Yeah, fighting's relatively expensive. It's -1 aptitude. A lot of the things they're getting are -1 aptitude, apart from dodging. I might get some dodging. I haven't decided what title is going to get with this character. I'm a vampire. I can't remember what I've got with vampires already. You know, I can just check. It's probably easy enough to check. Vampire? Is that like VP or something? I hope so. So I've got Hoplite, Card Jump, Acrobat, Sensei, Sluggish Vampire, and Vampire Aeon. So as long as it's not a cheap Angel style, I can probably get it. Yeah, so I could get the shields one, I could get the ranged one, probably get the ranged one. That sounds like an idea with this character. I was checking who died as a purple draconian necromancer. Wait, were they purple? Hold on, let me go examine that. For some reason I thought they were red. Oh, where are they? Huh? They're like gone? Okay, I think that's just a statue, isn't it? Oh, they're not showing up on my map, so I can't see what color they were. So there was a couple people that died. Could see what god they were as well, but unfortunately I don't seem to be able to examine them. Let's get some decks. Well, those two presumably, so I'd have to check like what gods they were. One of them was Nemelex and one of them was Ashen Zari. Maybe. I think I want to be back at the staircase, because otherwise I'm gonna get hit with a bit too much damnation or something. Right, this looks better. Oh, you think they used a real ghost, but gave them a random name? Yeah, because that definitely is a thing. Wait, it's Darkmaul again? Why is this one always in the Elven Halls? Just on a random elf in the Elven Halls? That's like the third time I've seen that on a random elf in the Elven Halls. At least the third time. Recently. Sure. Only was a Mason Flowers character this time round. So I could actually use that one because it's such a fun weapon. No, it always seems to be like a random elf just standing in the elven halls there with it. And they're always like some sort of weak non-melee guy that can still hit for like 100 damage because they got the Dark Maul. It's always ridiculous. So there's a leech over there. Oh, storing someone's death for all eternity is kind of rude, you guess? I mean, the boss already does that, right? Like, you can always query the bot, see which people died. Well, there are any dwarves that have the Dark Maul, this is true. Can't give it to a dwarf if there's only elves around. Yeah. Oh, but it's funny there's always like a random one that seems to be having like a weak one that isn't even really a mage. Oh, I do need this enchant weapon. Got two of those. That means I'm like halfway to my trove already. I only really recently started. Oh wait, silence. I do want that for this character. I only started recently being able to get those. Why have we got the slaying and the evasion and the acrobat? Those will look a little silly. So I feel like my resist corrosion was solved by something, but I'm not entirely sure about that. No, not anymore. I thought for some reason I thought it was fixed up, but I guess not anymore. Uh, oh, you're seeing if someone died to the Dark Maul? Someone must have died to the Dark Maul. Oh, yeah, not only been a two-headed ogre with a plus 10 Dark Maul. 190 people. You'd ready to think of the Blade Master or something to have a Dark Maul? That's even possible. I think it probably is possible, right? Maybe not. Maybe they're restricted in the types of weapons they can have. I'm not sure. But I know that they can appear on like Ethans and stuff, right? You know, an Ethan charging you with a Dark Maul, which would be really scary. Uh, there was some reason I wasn't going to the vaults, and I know it needed a vial, which I've got now, so I might just head back to there. Oh, someone had a Minotaur with a Dark Maul. Wow, okay. I was an adder, right? So that makes sense. You know what? I should have got my buffs on actually. Alright, well, I also got a silence scroll if I need it. There we go. Got it though. No problem. Once I got that vial to use on her, at least. Uh, And I feel like if you had a Minotaur with a Dark Maul, you might be able to take it out of range, but not necessarily guaranteed, because it could be able to get up to depending on what sort of character you are. And then that would be really nice if you could. Well, if you're the right sort of character. I guess if you're a Mason Flails character, you probably have less chance to be able to take it out of range. That might not quite work. That's Hero's Mob, because it's not perfect with a -8 corrosion, but I still seem to be doing decent damage. At least. Presuming that someone did not have to regret their life choice for long. No, yeah. Oh, well, they have the Dark Maul. What was my cloak? Uh, oh, this looks like it's frozen up for a second there. Willpower, right. This, my connector's not doing well, is it? Oh, looks like it's back running. Oh, looks like, game did continue, but it looks like my connection slowed down to a crawl for a second there. Or maybe slightly more than a second. Uh, Wait, so what's that such? That's a damage that someone did with a. Oh, they got taken from a Dark Maul. One person got hit with 103 damage from the Dark Maul. That's only enough to take out. Will do quite a bit of damage to a character. Hmm. Oh, armor, gloves of willpower. My gloves are nothing. I could put these on. Would that allow me to swap out that cloak? Probably. Maybe. Ooh, if that would allow me to swap out my cloak, I could put on, I don't know, repel missiles or something. They could be useful. Let's see. Oh, that would put me on 3 willpower. Is that acceptable? I'm gonna look at my cloaks, maybe. I'm gonna think about this. I'm gonna try it on, see what it's like. Yeah, because I know the ranged guys in here can definitely be a problem if like the Yakto captains and stuff can definitely be a problem. I'm kind of like a scout resistance though, maybe if I'm gonna be going with these gloves, which these gloves are not a bad idea. I'll see if I find one later on in the game because the scarf resistance would probably make a big difference to me. I think. Um, Wait, someone was saying about an orc wizard, but they didn't expect that outcome. Muscle wizard cast giant hammer. Wow, I did. I mean, I guess an orc wizard can start with one. Did anyone die to like a little kobold or something? That would be kind of funny. Get killed by a kobold with a um. Oh, my kobold might not be able to use it more. Don't know. Maybe it's not big enough. I don't know if I think the weapon restrictions still apply to enemies, right? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, Santo got them into melee and they pull out the Dark Maul. Because they wouldn't even know like that Santo had the Dark Maul probably if it was shooting at you. So you just get into melee and think, oh, I'm probably safe now, and pulls out the Dark Maul. I do want the sphere. Do I? I might grab a fog as well. Except maybe not yet. Hold on. I have enough money I can afford Dream Shard now. I should probably go grab myself a Dream Shard, so I'm about to lose a bit of piety, but that's fine. And I'm gonna drop my faith. Alright, let's go to, what was it, Vaults 2? 1? Something like that. Vaults 1. Uh, with a brand weapon. I'll leave that on the ground, I think. I thought I had a brand weapon on me already, but apparently not, because otherwise that would be trying to stack up with it. Ooh, this is a lot of things. This moment, please have the repel missiles on, though, because most of these are like archers and stuff. Uh, I should check on my chance of getting marked next time I find something that can mark me like a Vault Sentinel or something. Not seeing any of those just yet, though. Alright, there's one. So I can check what his chance of marking me is. 16%, right. So definitely that's, it'd probably be 0% if I had the cloak on, but I still think I'd go with this. Oh, I am marked. I mean, guess I took the risk when I took all that willpower, but I've done the Elven Halls, so at least I don't want to be banished in the Elven Halls from having lack of willpower. And I probably still got enough willpower to stop me getting banished here, so that's something. Well, if it is, the banishment chance will be low. So, hand cannon, maybe not the best weapon in the Abyss, because it is a bit noisy, I think. Oh, that's me failing to blink. Uh, I do need to get those translocations a little bit higher. Let's get it up to like 10. Yeah, I might bring the hexes up to like 8 as well. That should be fairly cheap to do. Just get the portal projectile going again, which is on 20-something% failure. Yeah, and I should be able to get the blink going again with the extra translocation. That should work, I think. I'm gonna back up to party level so I get given gifts. And to recover from swapping off the faith and putting on the dream shard. But dream charge is a really excellent amulet. I mean, it's an interesting amulet. It can be sometimes a bit of a problem when you want to wear a dream charge till you get like an extra life effectively, but you don't want to lose like a magic regen or something that you're kind of highly relying on. But for this character, it's not too bad. I just had faith before. And I think I'm probably getting to the point where I'm doing a bit better with my piety in early game. Alright, check out this artifact ring. So it's Cold Resist 3 dex. That's alright. I've still got the shielded cold resist on. It seems like I'm getting quite a lot of stuff cold resist. No, I don't think there's any reason I really want to put that on right now. Ooh, charmed armor. Hold on a second. There we go, that's more like it. So I will do this cold resist shield again, but I'm not sure it's quite the right thing to be going for here. I think it probably is. Just I seem to be getting lots of stuff for cold resist. I don't know, a lot of stuff with recoil in here is probably still fine. Aha. Didn't manage to kill that guy before it recoiled in even more stuff, but looks like it's good as well. Oh, I see the crypt there. Oh, what's a boulder beetle doing guarding the crypt? Sure, it needs to be like a zombie boulder beetle or something if it's gonna fit it with the crypt, but sure. I don't have any problems with a boulder beetle at least with this character. No, they seem easy enough to deal with at least. Ooh, I'm getting gifted something, some sort of armor. Kite shield of resist electric minus willpower 5 dex. That's alright. I currently got a tower shield on. Hold on, let me look at this again. Minus willpower I can make up for resist electric. I can allow me to get like a fire resist. Might be okay. Probably cold resist robe. I don't know if I need that. Right. I'd have to lose the repel missiles or something. So I got 32 shield value right now. 22 shield value. Hold on, I've got. I think I might have lost. I might have gained some dex. I got no evasion. So I got. I probably gained some damage as well. 67 damage. 60 evasion when it's buffed. 22 shield. So I gained 5 evasion. Lose 10 shield value. And I gained like 5 damage. That's maybe alright. I'll put back on the fire resist, so wait, what? Oh, I'm wearing the wrong one, right. I don't have the okay, I've got to resist wait, I've got no resist cold now? Why not? Oh, because I swapped out the shield. That's probably not worthwhile actually on second thoughts. I might go back to the cold resist shield and the resist electric robe. No, I don't think that quite works. Because it's only a kite shield. If it was a tower shield, maybe it would be alright. But the extra 5 damage is not bad. Yeah, it's not terrible. It's just the fact that I'm losing a willpower and I'm losing a cold resist, make it not quite work in the vaults. I'm gaining. Oh, I guess I wouldn't lose a cold resist, so I put on a cold resist robe or something instead of. But also like 3 decks, I could get a cold resist as well. I don't know if that quite works, but I don't have 10s enough for translocations. I'll get some more invocations. I'm bringing that up to like 15 or something. Let's see. Blink is on 2% failure. Portal projectiles on 7%. Passenger of Galubri is on like 16%. It's getting close. I get like 14 of that one. At some stage, fairly soon, I'm going to have to focus on getting myself a title, which is going to require me either to have a whole bunch of range, which might be doable, or over like 21 or something range, which is probably doable as well. No, it's cracked shot, isn't it? That'd be less than 21, so 20.9. Is that? No, it's not doable because I already got the dodging 20. Whoops. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to get like 27 ranged weapon skill, I think. Revelations vulnerability, those look alright. Actually, do I have anything to target vulnerability? I'm not sure I really need that one actually. Base shooter, I might just finesse up. There we go. Easy enough. So she's got the Storm Dragon armor, which isn't something I need. Do I have another Demon Whip? Let's check. I've got a Demon Blade and a +0 Demon Whip. So if I had one more enchant armor, I could go get myself a trove. Or enchant weapon, I mean. Sounds doable. I reckon there's a good chance I'll find that before I get a dessert. I mean, it's possible to get to the end of the game without many at all. How's my willpower right now? It's 6% on paralysis. I don't have a fire resist either. Hold on. If I lost some decks, I can get a fire resist. That's probably fine. I'm losing like 3 decks or something, and I can probably enlighten up because I still got some of those. Right, let's just swap the decks back in, but that cold resist decks one is tempting. But I've already got cold resist from my shield, but I wouldn't necessarily have that if I swapped to a different shield. Check out this shop. Maybe I'll have some enchant weapon. It's got some enchant armor, which I do want. Actually, I might just buy that up. Fear's alright. I don't know if I'm running short on though. And teleport's alright as well. I'm also not sure if I'm running short on that one. So all the other things here. Noise. Oh, enchant armor. I'll use that on this shield again. The lack of poison resistance is going to very soon be a problem, I think. Once I get into the depths. What is this? +10 heavy arbalist. Got minus cover resist, but it's got a couple of fire resist and a poison resist. I'll take a look at that. I doubt it's any good. It's got 100 damage, 1.7 attack delay. I mean, I'm only 60 damage, 1.2 attack delay. If it wasn't two-handed, it would be good, but it's not a hand cannon, unfortunately. A +10 heavy hand cannon or something. Alright, let's go to... I don't have any poison resist right now. I can, do I have a swap for that? No. Okay. Uh... I don't think that tower shield poison is something I'm going to be able to use. I might put on the fire resist robe again. I got a fire resist, cold resist. I can get... I think there's a ring I could swap in for resist poison. I had to buy it, but yeah, that's fine. Or that armor for this poison if I lost the fire resist. Doesn't quite seem worth it. I might go grab the ring. Because if I fight, if I fight like a golden dragon or something, I'll probably need that. Let's head into the depths, I think. DCSS get added guns. They jump the shark. They certainly have. Combattery. Nope. There's hand cannons now. They're basically the same as the old hand crossbows, except they've been turned into guns. Oh hey, thanks for following as well, Combattery. I appreciate that one. No, it's they've added smoke to them and they've made them noisier. I don't know if they've increased their damage or not, but they do still seem pretty good. They did have some damage increases somewhat recently on the hand crossbows. But yeah, they're definitely a lot of fun here with all the smoke that they put out everywhere. How's my... Oh, hold on. I might not be wearing the right cloak right now. I'm wearing repel missiles. Bolt projectile, yeah, they haven't fixed that one up yet. It only got a sprite fairly recently as well. I'll put on the cloak of willpower. I mean, I don't really need the willpower. No, I think it should have the bolt, not the bolt, the sling one, the sling bullet would probably make a lot of sense because that looks basically like a bullet you'd shoot out of an old hand cannon, I imagine. But they basically shot like small cannonballs, right? It was like it literally was a hand-sized cannon. You want this enchant armor? I come back for some of this other stuff. Hold on, I'll just pull that out on my shopping list. Uh, yeah, that's not bad. I'll check out this shop. I don't think it's gonna have anything else. A range one. Mine's the man cannons. It's got a triple crossbow. That's about it. So it hits for it's 1.6 attack delay. Wow, it's pretty slow. I guess they don't have the skill. 70 something damage. I mean, it's not even that good for this damage. No, I'd have to definitely have to have the skill if I wanted to use a triple crossbow. Instead, I've got the shield skill on this character. Hey, it's a hand cannon freezing. Now it's not enchanted, so I don't think I can use it. But it's like the third hand cannon that I've been gifted here by Okawaru. I don't think I would have found a. I don't think I found a hand cannon naturally. I've just been gifted 3 by Okawaru. So yeah, going with Okawaru was definitely the right decision when I wanted to try out hand cannons. In fact, Okawaru seems like the right god to go with if you want to go with any sort of fairly rare weapon. Uh, Otherwise it can just be frustrating trying to find them otherwise. Whereas if you're going with a more common weapon like a broad axe or something, or even just a demon weapon, it can be fine just to go with whatever other god you like the look of really. But yeah, I feel like with the rare things like the triple crossbows and the hand cannons and the I don't know, even like double swords maybe, but at least with a double sword you got a chance of getting a demon blade instead. You kind of want Okawaru to give you something. I'm trying to think of what else there was. Uh, yeah, I mean, most things you can get demon blades eventually. That's not quite entirely true for the ranged ones. That means that most ranged characters not of Okawaru can just happily go with. Ooh, I think this is fine still. Can just happily go with like a longbow. If they're the sort of character they can use a bow. If they're like a kobold or something, then they can't use longbow, but they can use a triple crossbow. They might have to go with Okawaru for the triple crossbow. Like, kobolds are so weird. Like, I'm surprised they can use something as large as a triple crossbow, but they can't use a longbow. Let's go downstairs. I mean, it must be like mounted on a tripod at that point, right? For a kobold to be able to use it. Oh, that's just excluding the air around the statue. That's fine. I think I can just go back down here. Maybe. Yeah, looks fine. There's a brand weapon there. I'm really not sure if I want to try rebrand. Um, I mean, maybe in Zato would make sense to go with either heavy or freezing. Probably freezing would be the best if I could get it. And freezing's a fairly common brand, so it's a decent chance I could rebrand this, but it might give me something worse. That's always the risk with rebranding, it might give you something worse. Uh, but no, I reckon I might try and rebrand for Zot, maybe, if I remember to try rebrand for Zot. Okay. Where was that? That's also sword distortion. I might try and bring out my dodging or my evasion there as well. A little bit of heroism. And what does that like go? The heroism on those sitting on 20, right? So it's 25. So I need to put those up a couple of points if I wanted to get them maxed out with the finesse. Ooh. I'll max out with the heroism, I mean. That's bad, huh? Ooh, I got zapped by some lightning. Think I'm still fine, but I don't have any resist to the electricity. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, whoops. I hate how C is like a key is bound to something. I might have to go rebind the unequipped key. Something a little bit less commonly used. Oh, this is not right. I'm gonna start a teleport. Okay. Why drink a healing potion? I'm surprised I haven't had to put on the poison resist just yet. Oh, there we go. Got it out of there. Those salamanders, so not quite into a safe area yet, but I'm out of where I was at least. And it seems fine. Instead fight my way back to wherever I was. Scarab doesn't need like gold dragon armor. It's a shame you can't like go like heavy armor hand cannons, but I don't think that works. It does get slowed quite a lot. Yeah, I mean, I've gone with like reasonably heavy-ish armor before, like scale mail or something, and it had a noticeable attack penalty. It didn't quite work. Oh, boots of flying. I can't remember what I have on my feet. +2 boots. I might as well fly. Yeah, there we go. I've got a lot of oh, something happened there. Of destruction. I blocked it right. I've got a lot of gear that's like nothing too special, but it's also like branded up, so it's not terrible. So I guess it's not a bad spot to be in. Like, yeah, that's not amazing, but it's just not bad. And if you have enough of that, overall it makes some pretty decent gear, I guess. Okay, I need some poison resist here. Oh, that's not it. Hold on. Here we go. Golden Dragon's dead. Uh, do I want to pick up a face? The only reason I care about a face is if I want to do a face title. I don't think I want to do a face title, so I'm going to leave that one. I can always grab the Okawaru title sometime later, I think. I'm pretty much ending a vampire, because I still got plenty of vampires left. Tell me about this. Do I have a roots? In fact, I don't have a whole lot of ones on this character, so I might just buff up with a bit of finesse. Oh, what is that? A robe of 3 cold resist, but it gives you a -5 resist? That's not the right way around. If it was a minus cold resist, but 3 fire resist, I'd definitely think of putting it on. In fact, yeah, I'd definitely put it on with that, because then I could use a ring to get another cold resist instead of 1 cold resist. But, nope, it's the wrong way around. I'd add to my collection of -5 resist items, unfortunately. Uh, Oh, did I accidentally rest or something? Where do I want to go? Actually, I haven't quite finished this level. There's a little bit left to it. Do I have the enchant weapons necessary? Not yet. Does this have any enchant weapons? No, it's a brand weapon. How do I even get in this place? I can go up here. Oh, I know what I should have done. I should put on the portal projectile before I went in there. That way, when the statue inevitably summons up stuff, I can just keep on shooting it. There we go. That's what I like to see. Alright. See, I gotta go around this way to get in here properly. But going there and killing everything before I went in was not a bad idea. That looked like a smart pop with the brand weapon, that's fine. So now I've got, where do I have to go? I've got, wait, this is only depth 3. What am I doing? I need to go down one more level in the depths, and then I can go do, like, Vaults 5 or Slime Pits. Yeah, I'm not sure there's too much of an advantage over either one. I don't really have the resist, I do have the willpower, but I don't have the, like, any other resist, really. Okay there, Vivi. Don't mind me. I've only got one fire and cold resist. I might just buff up my resist with a potion. I might put on the heroism as well. Just make sure I got lots of resist here. There we go. That got me through Vivi. Because Vivi mainly does fire and cold damage, so if you got good resist to those, you should be fine. Which I had one, I guess. Might have been enough without the buff, but got plenty of resistance potions, so okay. Should definitely use them. That's not working. These guys all have willpower, don't they? And they don't have huge amounts. I might try a fear on these guys. Okay. Some of them ran away. Oh, that's not gonna work. I gotta do a little bit of healing. Or I finesse on up. There we go. Okay, is the stone giant coming back for me? Try get the ranged weapons. I don't know, up a bit more. It's gonna be quite hard to get the title from that one, I think. Oh, I think I need another healing potion, unfortunately. Feel rather low on health to have a stone giant next to me. I can just portal projectiles on this guy. That works really well. And it's trying to like cleave through the plots instead of go around them either. Which I'm gonna be fine either way. But it's not gonna get to me very quickly trying to cleave through those plants. I level 24, that's not too bad. Uh Right, there we go. There we go. Now I've done depths 4. Now I can go to the vaults, I think. I've got plenty of teleports, so I can buff up before I go down. I don't have an escape hatch, but that's fine. So I'll definitely make sure I buff up with both my heroes and finesse. Start a teleport and go on down. Uh so much for that teleport. Let's start another one. Hey, that's better. That actually took me somewhere. Oh, actually going somewhere is definitely improvement. I got given ring mail again. Why am I getting given such heavy armor? I know there is something that determines what gives you armor, and it's obviously not my strength, as to Dex is determining that. Oh, my dodging to armor skill ratio either. I don't know. Maybe it's just luck to some extent, because I know that it's not completely random. I know it's based on something. Oh, what can I drop? Because my inventory is kind of full. I can drop the might. Actually, that's useless. Alright, let's just go around the outside of the map, I think, instead of just heading straight for the center or something. Get myself surrounded, that would probably not be a good idea. And that's the whole reason I use those couple of teleports, is to get me out of the center. I think I can kill this guy good. Because there was a couple of ice fiends in there. I still got my willpower. I don't have the repel missiles, which repel missiles would be nice, but I think the willpower is probably more important. Given I got a few cancellations, but I never like getting marked in here. And it's still like the alarm traps, the enemies standing in one like the one I saw down there, or I don't know, something else triggering it. Like a Solstice Malevolence triggering an alarm trap. Okay, I have no poisoners on there right now. This guy's beginning to recoil. Do I have a wand of acid? I might be able to stop this guy recoiling. There we go. Might just finesse on up. I might have to put on the poison resist very soon though. Nope, I will not. The thing is, the cloud of poison has a good chance of not being able to place around me due to the smoke that my gun's giving out. Taking up like the cloud's space on all these tiles. So yeah, it might not really be able to place out so well. Although there's sometimes the smoke's just like in front of me, it's not always all around me. Well, beneath me is one that's actually important, I guess. Might buff up with this lich. Might read a scroll silence or something. You know what, I probably should. This is unfortunately my last scroll silence. Shyly shoot a handcraft cannon. There's a silent scroll. I mean, the level of noise on this hand cannon is like it's small enough that you can kind of get away with using it in vaults. It's not like ridiculous levels of noise, so like shattering things or whatever. I think it's quieter than like plasma beam as well, by quite a bit. Alright, got Vile Clutch. Don't know if I've got the XP to spare to grab that one. I'll buy Electric Charge. No, I couldn't be able to cast that because I don't have enough translocations or anything. So I don't think I'll pick it up. It would only be for like repositioning my character anyway, so not really a spell that I need as an archer. Well, it is actually pretty good for repositioning because you get to basically teleport next to a monster. As long as it's what is it, within range 4 or 5 or something? So it's kind of like a short range controlled blink if there's monsters on every square, which, you know, in some places like a tomb, it kind of is like that. Kind of is monsters on every square. So it kind of does become a... But even that situation where there are monsters on every square, it becomes better than a controlled blink because you can take a spot that already has a creature on it. Whereas blink, you have to blink somewhere empty, right? That's where I get reminded that I don't have any silence left. I can't vial up a lich because it doesn't breathe, so I'll just just use my... Wait, how am I still Mark's Vampire? Hold on. Hold on a second. So my 20, I'm just over 20. Hold on. Let me just set a limit on this of oh no, 20.9 is fine. I can go with the Mark's Vampire title, can't I? Yeah, if my highest skill is like 20, apart from that one 20.9, actually no, that works. I guess we have Mark's Vampire, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure that was not a title I'd had. I did check. It looked like both the ranged ones were free for the taking. With the Mark's Vampire and the Mary Vampire. I need a Spirit Guy. Now, that's probably because I haven't played a huge number of vampires. They're not bad. They're like, they're kind of like humans in a lot of respects, really. Which is probably not the most interesting thing. It's a Ring of Resist Electric. I guess they had see invisible, right? But they're still kind of like humans in a lot of respects. They got fairly average in a lot of attributes, and then fairly average in hit points. I don't know. I guess I'll keep that resist electric, but it's basically just resist electric. I'll keep it as a swap if I need it, I guess. +9 lodging of draining. Okay. Sure. Okwari must have seen the large tank and decided to give me a quad of stuff though. Like, hey, that's exactly what you need. More stops, right? I need a basic tower shield. I did have a pretty good tower shield to consider using it because I've actually enchanted mine up fairly heavily and it's still a lot of work for me. Ooh, I should be buffed here. With a bit of finesse so I can kill that Dreadlet as fast as possible. Because rarely you want to kill those before they summon in anything. And it's a fairly random amount of time before they summon in anything. So yeah, The more damage you can do, the better, really. Okay, that's probably enough for the range. Actually, I'm just gonna get fighting to 20. I got shields needs a little bit more to reach 20. Right, that looks fine. Hey, is that lightning bolt more noisy than my hand cannon? I think it is. And check out these boots. I think mine were right. So it's -3 dex, but it does give a couple of cold resist and a regen. Mine are all flying, right? So lose 2 armor class and 3 dex. Cold resist is just not the resist that I'm missing, though. That's the problem. Oh, there we go. There's a rune. Yeah, that was fire resist. I'd definitely be putting those ones on, I think, but it's not. It's cold resist. Oh well. Although, if that can indirectly get me a fire resist, if I lose like 6 stacks or something, but that's not that worthwhile, is it? I could get a resist corrosion as well. Actually, I might better make that work. Hold on, I might grab those boots. And I do come with a regen or something, so if I can drop the repel missiles, let's give this a try. I'll put on these and I'll put on the ring instead of my dex ring. So I did lose a bit of dex and now the 61 damage. But it does mean give I've got 2 fire resist, 2 cold resist. I'm missing the resist electric and resist poison, which is a big problem. I get resist electric. What about resist poison? Yeah, probably. There's something for that, right? I mean, apart from a ring, but there was like how heavy is acid dragon scales on that heavy? I could probably go grab those ones if I can still afford them. Yeah, I mean, that probably makes sense. I'll just double check that there's nothing on the ground here that's useful. Doesn't look like it. Right, okay, I'll try the acid dragon scales. Hopefully I can afford those, and then that should give me a poison resist. Uh, wait, those boots are flying. Do I have a ring them just for flight? I might drop that one. Probably rely on the boots instead. So let's try this on. That's probably giving me a little bit of penalty for my attack delay. It's not too bad. So 18 AC, 30. Hold on, 32 evasion. Let's try this, but that's not right. Let's try this robe back on. 35 evasion. Yeah, it's not too big a deal. I got 1 fire resist, but I do have to resist the poison. If I took off what's my robe right now? It's for resist fire, isn't it? No, it's not. It's the resist poison. Right, so I can't do much better than that with the resist, can I? That's probably fine. Unless I want to try and do some other branches, let's just go to Zot. Oh, Orb of Fire. Um, I will give myself some fire resist. Really vulnerable to fire damage. Ooh. Essa's doing a lot of damage because of the vulnerability to fire damage it's given me. Ooh, okay. I'm doing another healing potion. Oh no, that didn't work. I don't know there's much else I can do apart from try another one of these healing potions. Missed me, but I'm not sure this is doing much healing. Um, minus scroll potions. Oh, cannot restore my health anymore. Wow, this is a bad situation. No, this is considerably terrible. Okay, so There's nothing for me to duel. I don't want to duel the overfire. That wouldn't help me out. Um, if I blink next to that the exit, would the overfire disappear next to me? Probably, but I've only got a 69% chance of hitting it. And it's only severely wounded. I'm gonna try and shoot it, but this is really bad. 30 health. Oh, my dream shot triggered. Is this even gonna heal me enough? I'm not sure, but I lost my dream shot, and oh, I got very little health right now. I still can't kill this over fire. Um, I might still die, even though that dream shot triggered. No, okay, I didn't die. No, that stripping away my fire resistance, my ability to drink potions, absolutely stuffed me up there. Got 3 mutation. Oh, this is suddenly become a bit bad. Okay, so I got potions can't restore my health still. Hidden genetic potential. I don't know about that. I might. Yeah, it's not. Do you have my one fire as a spec? I'm gonna see what amulets are available now. I've kind of lost this one. So there's 4 wins for willpower, reflection, faith. Okay, might just get myself a faith amulet, I guess. Uh, that was a fairly disastrous entrance slot. I'm gonna have trouble with any future orbs of fire as well. I'm not wearing the fire resist, I'm wearing the poison resist, but I don't know if I can lose a poison resist. That's a problem here. Cause I have both fire resist right now. Okay, I can probably drop the resist corrosion there. I'm gonna try put on this face, but yeah, not feeling happy with this, so I might drop my dream child. It doesn't do much anymore, it's just an acrobat. Problem with the overfire is that it's ignoring a lot of my resistance stuff, a lot of my evasion and a lot of my shield, and it's shooting me with like fireballs and stuff. Ow, do I have no resist electric? That's why I'm getting kind of obliterated by these guys. I just go upstairs and get my health back, or there's a death cop coming along as well. Seems like there's quite a lot of stuff coming along here. Is there anywhere else this character could go do that's not quite as bad? I mean, I guess I could go do slime or something. Oh, ow. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, try hope there's some treasure in here that can help me out. Cause I suddenly just need to be able to not really kill things anymore. As soon as I go to Zot there, though, that's pretty dire. Don't have the most of the consumables either, unfortunately. I got a few haste, but I'm not sure if we quite be using those. Ooh. If I get any mutations there, it's gonna be hard to reset them, unfortunately. But I haven't found a huge number of potion mutation rails down to how many? Down to like 2 or something. Oh hey, thanks for following Gaka Baka. I appreciate that one. Hope your day's been great today. And Cruel's not been too bad to you. I seem to be able to deal with rock slimes fine. I know those can be some of the tougher things in here, but they don't seem to be for this character at least. Right, so Uh, are being killed by some D2 adders for poison in a row with resist poison. Oh man, yeah, I mean the dungeon level 2 adders could be rough. As I guess it's the gargoyle reasons, right? We used to play some gargoyles. Um get that poison immunity. Or genies. Genies also get poison immunity. Oh definitely gargoyle reasons there. Oh, I'm gonna drink this cancellation. I don't think I want to be marked right now. There's the royal jelly. So let's just buff up. Portal some projectiles into the royal jelly. At what point do I start the teleport? Probably now? Yeah, because I get engulfed eventually. My star's taking teleport, but I think this is not too bad at the moment. Oh. Except for these teleports can't get me anywhere apart from where the creatures are. It's probably a good thing I started them early then. Buffs are still on, thankfully, but it looks like, oh, that's a whole bunch of guys again. I'm gonna teleport around a bit more. I think this is maybe a bit too much stuff. Maybe I should just try to emulate those guys. Oh, there we go. Got to an area that's not the one with the creatures in. Like another one of the staircases over here. Thankfully. What did I get given? Boots of flying. There was the ones I've already got. I don't know, it's always strange when gods give you items you've already got. And I guess there's nothing to check that you haven't already got the items, so it's just a little strange. You'd think you'd get gifted stuff that you didn't already have, but I suppose like some items you want multiple of them. Just not those ones. Uh, I guess it kind of makes sense not to force you to carry around a useless thing because you didn't want to be gifted or whatever. I'll chant out my shield. No, I guess that's probably the reason. So you don't just carry around useless items so that you don't get gifted those items. So yeah, that's probably the reason that you could still be gifted something you've got in your character. Ooh, maybe this requirement was something with lots of fire resist. Let's see, an amulet of faith resist electric -5 dex. Oh man, and a hand cannon of freezing. Oh, it's so close to being something useful in that amulet. I do need the resist electric. Faith is alright. But -5 dex is a fairly hefty price to pay for that. Maybe my treasure trove will have something better. Because I can actually get into that one now. Alright, I gotta get off here, but I got my rune. Yeah, I mean that got me a charm weapon, which is actually good. Hand cannon? Yup, there's hand cannons now. Gecko Bacca? Nope, definitely hand cannons. They're like similar to the old hand crossbows, except they've been turned to guns. It's probably justify them doing more damage than Arbalest, I guess. Or similar damage, I think actually, more accuracy. I don't know how hand cannon would be super accurate, but maybe they are. I feel like it needs a bit more damage, a little bit less accuracy. Oh, where do I want to go? I want to go to my treasure trove, I think. Oh, hold on, before I went here, I need the demon whip, don't I? Trident, blade, there's the whip. I always wanted how the character uses slings with only one hand. It does seem a little hard to reload when you've got a shield in the other hand. Cause like you can spin up a sling with like one hand, but like, yeah, I don't know quite how you're meant to reload it. I mean, it's a similar sort of problem with a hand cannon or something, but yeah. Alright, now I can go to my treasure trove, wherever that is. Like, it's definitely nice having the one-handed, ranged weapons, but yeah, I'm just not entirely sure how they get reloaded. Alright, let's get into here. Maybe? What do we got? Shield? That's not that good. Like, Gonu's Pride. Ring mail? Sure. Plate armor? Oh, the hat of fires. Hey, it's fire dust. If might lose the dex on this one. Oh, I might have to. I mean, it gives me like 3 fire resist. I lose a harm. I mean, that absolutely destroys my dex, but it might be necessary. What am I wearing? Poison resist. I can take up one of the fire resist rings and put in resist electric, I guess. I lose my resist corrosion. Do I? No, I lose my resist negative. That's fine. Cloak of fire resist harm. Sure. Maybe that's actually that. Maybe that's better. Hold on. Let's put back on my other one and let's put on this ring again. Oh, that's gonna make it hard to get resist electric. Hold on. But not the hat. Hold on, that's not the one I was trying to go with. I mean, that's a mild improvement right there, but let's see what else is. Boosted stealth, cloak of acid resist, rope of resistance. Oh, maybe a rope of resistance. What am I? No, I'm wearing the poison resist. That's a rope of resistance with willpower and harm. Um, hmm. I mean, I kind of got something similar to that. That just gets an extra cold resist and willpower. Just don't know if I really need. What I do need is and a resist electric, so I'd have to take off. I have to take off this ring. Hold on, what does that leave me without? Fire resist, really? Might be fine. I might be able to swap in the fire resist when I need it. I do have like harm stacking going right now, which is not something I'm hugely a fan of. Yeah, I think these items are all useless, right? Yeah, okay, that looks fine. I can get out of here. I don't think I need the cloak of acid for this, right? So I mean, I don't know if I should really be going this harm helmet. Maybe I should just do a sensible thing and wear like fire resist or something. Uh, can't swap that hacking, but but stacking arm. Yeah, I might not do that. Uh, I'll take two turns to reload. We don't see him dropping the shield. Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not take off the shield to reload. I don't know. I guess you just kind of awkwardly handle the reloading while while doing things. Maybe I can put on this robe. No, probably not. No, probably not. Uh, do I have some better boots? Oh, did I leave my, I leave some boots over here, the boots of flight. I thought it could be alright. If I took off the lost the corridors, I lose a regen, but it might be alright. Get a bit more armor class. Uh, I might have to swap the hat actually. I think I'm gonna have to just lose the dex and swap the hat. And that leaves me with an extra fire resist, so or does it? Hold on, it might. 1 fire resist, 2 fire resist, 3, 4 fire resist, yeah. I got the fire resist slaying ring. Instead of that, what happens if I had a dex ring on? How would my damage look? 53, not huge. But this might be the way to go. Let's give this a try. Let's go to Zot now. Still doing a bit of damage like Quicksilver, okay. Uh, what's my harm? It's on the 1 harm. That's probably at a bit of a better level. 53, but not showing harm? Yeah, that's true. It's not showing the harm. But it was a bit more before I did all the swapping, but that gives me probably the resist I need to get through here at least. And hopefully at this piety that I've got lost through here. I do have the faith on to try and keep it nice and topped up, but it's not necessarily gonna do the trick. Alright, yeah, I think this is the way to go. And my willpower is also sitting on 4, which is perfectly fine. You know what? I might just go downstairs. Don't need to quite fully explore that. Oh, not carrying these scrolls. That's not right. Man, I did it again. I forgot my scrolls. Uh, why is that heal wounds grayed out? Oh, it's useless right now. It'll probably be useful someday. What is this? Amulet of Faith. No, it doesn't quite work. I don't need the manual. I mean, I don't know. I'll grab the amulet, see anything vaguely useful in there, but I don't think it's that useful. Now I can go back to Zot 2, I think. And this time bring my potions with me. How am I with Scrolls of Revelation? 4 of those, that's plenty. Especially since I can just skip that level. Yeah, I mean, this helps me save piety for doing the last level as well. Because I feel like I'm gonna need a bit of that. Oh, that guy actually sent me the way I wanted to go. Wasn't too bad. I like how the god buffs can't be quicksilvered. Certainly makes finesse a bit better than haste for some ways. Some ways. That's not good. Uh, fine. I'll duel. Oh, I failed my 1% failure chance. Yeah, I think I gotta duel this. I can't just leave this toe there to torment me. Unfortunately, 1%. Yeah, oh, it's greater than 1%? I mean, it's only happened greater than 1% of the time. Is this gonna wear off in time? Good. Oh, this party's definitely not gonna last. You know what? I got my fire resist, so I can do an immolation now. Did not work. Now I've got a berserk dragon next to me. I put on a bit of heroism, but I'm not sure that's gonna make the difference here. These dragons will go berserk. Uh, might be fine, but maybe the immolating wasn't such a good idea after all. Ooh, I don't like how this Drake's going round. I'm gonna try a teleport, but I don't reckon this gets me out of here in a hurry. Hey, that did something. Now I've just got the Stormcaller to worry about. With its ability to summon things in. Oh, there goes the teleport. This is not actually a safe spot, is it? Um, no, that finally, the emulation finally went through. 38 advantage on fight. I mean, not necessarily. I mean, I do have the shield to go with that as well, don't I? So maybe not too bad. Actually, when you stack the shield with the evasion, it's not too bad. I got the poison resist now, good. I think I do have all the resists, like, apart from resist negative, that's fine. That one's not necessary. are very strong. I think this character's decently strong, but I don't know. I seem to be struggling for some reason. Uh, I guess, no, level 25 is not that bad. I don't know. Alright, there we go. I think I've got this area nice and explored. Let's just go to my down staircase. That down staircase, what I do know about would be nice. I think range is best with triple crossbow. That's what I often go with. My tank cannons don't seem too bad, but yeah, I often go with the... Oh, really? Zot trap on both sides? I do usually go with it. Hard to find though. I think I found a few this game. I know Kawaru gifts them, right? And I think I actually found one naturally as well in a shop. So, haven't been doing badly with the hand, not the hand crossbows, the triple crossbows if I wanted one. Whoops. What am I looking at? Uh, had its burst, so I actually went exactly where I wanted to. I was trying to get around the corner, so I did get its burst, but I mean, hey, I'll take its burst, so it puts me exactly where I want to be. I'm gonna have to do something with these Zot traps, I don't know. Not gonna be entirely perfect. I don't think I've got a way of breaking these open. I'll just look at the rest of the traps. Oh, that's got quite a few. This is probably the better one. Do I have a like an alarm trap that I could use? Oh, I do. Okay, sure. I might have to do the level above here actually, just so I can go up with a alarm. I can set up an alarm trap and go up. Right. That's not gonna work if I haven't done this level. Okay. I don't like this berserk golden dragon eating me. Also, should get rid of this Moth of Wrath as well, because if that sends me berserk, I'm in big trouble. And then I can't even do my ranged attacks. There we go, got rid of it. Need to portal the moth before the berserk, so yeah, I could try it. I don't know, I've not been doing very well at killing those moths before they berserk things up. There we go, got that moth, that one was easy. This guy gonna strip away my mic? I guess not. Oh, there it goes. One of these are a holy weapon, so it's that one there. It's got a long sword, right. That's not too bad. At least it's not... Oh, I was gonna say at least it's not a competent fighter, but I might be entirely wrong about that. Oh, don't put me next to it, please. I probably gotta get rid of the guy with the holy wrath. Is that the one that did the damage? It probably was. I thought with it being a basic Draconian, it might be a bit better, but nope, that was not good. At least the blink saved me there. Alright, there we go. This level's free, so I can bring things up while I'm marked. Is this, the staircase I'm on is down up there, but I'm just gonna go a bit of a distance to walk. Be easier if I used a digging wand, which I got so many of those. Alright, now I can go back to the staircase. Alright. He's trying to get back to the staircase. There we go. And some of the stuff should have been drawn out by the mark. Although I'm no longer marked, but it should have drawn out something. Apparently it hasn't drawn out much though. That's a bit of a worry. I was hoping it would draw out like most of the level, but no. That holy, that's holy. Maybe there's just not many creatures. Maybe I'm lucky. Who knows? I can do a passage in here. Maybe. There's some possibility of getting a passage in here. Theory, oh, the passage is gone, but in theory, I could have taken it out of there while it still existed. I got the fire resist now. I don't need to. I need to drink a fire resist or anything. I might just try and kill the orb with fire before it messes too badly with my mutations. At least there's other guys I can duel now if I need to. I think the orb guardians are duelable. But clarity of mind, that's acceptable. No longer have clarity of mind. Well, that's also acceptable. I wasn't really expecting to have clarity of mind or anything. Uh, Gotta kill this ancient lich. Alright, I can actually see it right now. There it is. Oh, really? Is that another one? I think there's another ancient lich over here. Why am I getting so much smoke out of my hand cannon today? Like before it wasn't smoking out this much, but now it's just absolutely smoking. I feel clumsy, right? Not ideal, but it will do. I need a set of chainmail. You know, if it's a decent set of chainmail. Oh. Can I cancel the mark? Oh no. That's when things go bad. Should I just duel that guy? I'll try portal projectile onto this moth. Oh, did not work. Can't duel, it's not worthy. And these guys around me are doing quite a bit of damage. Might just duel one of these guys, but this is not the best because I'm running low on magic now. Need to give strength, give AC. Yeah, maybe it should for armor. Something. I don't know. I don't know. I think the finesse is going to wear off. I'll just put it back on. Okay, these guys are going berserk. I actually like the look of this. I might try and blink back, but I don't have any blinking left. That's a problem though. Uh, can I kill that moth now? Oh, not very easily. There's a guy in the way. Could try a ball projectile. Now I could probably get it. Good. Hey, there we go. I mean, that did cost me a blink, but I think this is working. I'll use the portal projectile. Yeah, maybe. It does take a turn to put on, but it could be a bad idea. What was I going to get? My skills are a lot of them on 20. I might bring my... I don't know. I might just bring invocations up to 20. I don't know if that helps that much, but I don't want to lose my Mike's vampire and just get like crack shot or something. That would be a little bit sad because I've had crack shot before as a title. Alright, there's the orb. I can't actually apport it. Unless, nope, it does not look like I've got apportation, so I'm just gonna have to fight my way to it. Oh, really? Marked? Cancel that one up as well. Don't think an orb of fire can be berserked. Besides, if it did, it would actually be a downgrade. Because it can't actually do any melee attacks. Okay, so got armor fist poly. That doesn't matter hugely. Oh, come on, clumsy. Clumsy does matter, but there's not much it can really do. I mean, I can try reset it. Oh. I put on a heroism. It makes some difference here. Fortunately, I can't duel right now, so what just happened to me? Don't notice any real difference with those mutations, so it can't be too bad. I'll also plan with this quest though. I could go. I still got some cancellations. I might try and lignify, but it's a bit scary with this Guardian guy. Oh, I'm not sure about this. See what this Lich brings in. Right now, I could finally probably pick this up. Let's just grab this to get out of here. I think, yeah, I think I definitely want to get out of here with this character. So I gotta go up here, I think. Also strong, shields also strong, just block everything. Yeah, I mean shields are great. I definitely highly recommend shields, but usually with range you can't do it, but hey. This doesn't want to get me out of here. There we go. That's wait, is that actually gonna work? That's not gonna work, is it? I didn't actually get one on the side, did I? Oh, there we go. Uh that's a middle after me. Yeah, there is. Oh, can I no longer finesse? Or oh, I can no longer finesse. This amulet of faith is not quite keeping me up in the piety. Why would that take that staircase? That does not make a lot of sense. Oh, Pandemonium blows is over destruction is very fast. That's fine. Range Combat's OP for titles coming. It has quite a few titles. The Box Food, Mary Food, yeah. As long as quite especially if you combine that with like Quazzles, oh god. Now you've got so many choices. Uh This guy's so fast, I think I will go blink to the staircase, but I only got one blinking left. I kind of hope that some of the other guys aren't quite as fast. I got good cold resist, right? Oh, hold on. Potions still can't restore my health. Does that account apply to the Ambrosia as well? Maybe. Might try reset that one, see what I can get. Not much. Okay, what else can I get? Potion are less effective. I got cold resist. I've got still the minus stacks. Okay. I drink another one, see what I get. Hopefully it strips off something. Hey, that's way less stuff. Now I should be able to heal up with a little bit of. I'll do the healing first, just in case something comes along. But I'm gonna try an ambrosia. I think my ambrosias weren't doing anything before. That's probably a problem. Although the ambrosia doesn't work with the minus potion heal. Yeah, I figured it might. And it still gets magic points, so it doesn't count as useless. But there's a bit of a problem. How fast is this pandemonium lord? Very fast again. Hold on, it's got its own melee one. I might try and start a teleport. That will probably get me out of here. Hell, definitely got up to me. I don't think weakness matters. That's melee damage, right? A few mouse over it says, right? Melee attacks do 25% less damage. Yeah, that's fine. That's harmless. Uh, this is probably one of the door runs where we've had the least consumables recently, but it seems to be going alright. Just these last few levels, not guaranteed to be alright, but it seems to be alright. Hey, there we go, at the staircase. Annabelle Marks, not, Marks Vampire, let's just get out of here. I don't want to stick around any longer. I think the handgun was quite fun. I think it's pretty similar to hand crossbow, but it's pretty fun. Yeah. I didn't quite get the resist I was after. I may have managed to make that work in the end. That was a fun game, I think. A very tough result, though.